for reason, not for malice, that we watch them fall. The amazing atheist. The amazing atheist. Have you seen it? The stupidity of the ones around you. Can you feel it? The need to rise up from the pit of destitute. The amazing atheist. The amazing atheist. Forging unity, the time is coming to annihilate the ignorant, peddling scum, breathing anger, exhale wisdom, suffocate the indifference. No more complacency. The amazing atheist. The amazing atheist.
Hola, humanoids. What's up? Fucking A, right? How's everybody doing? All right, good. Already getting money, huh? Thanks. If you ever do the Christian grift, you should call yourself the amazing Pratheist. Yes, after years of making atheist content, finally, Jesus smiled down and said, "Hey, amazing atheist, I'm real." And I was like, oh shit, better change my way. And I did. And now I'm a goddamn Christian. I'm a goddamn Christian situation. I'm gonna go a little tighter on that. There we go. Torture me, King TJ. I'm not here to torture you. Unless, that's what you want. Which I guess it must be if you mention that. The amazing Athe Tits. Hell yeah. Grift. Yeah. Well, that's what we're here to do. So start giving me money. That's how we do it here. Your new crown is beautiful. Oh, yeah, this one's custom made. Whereas the one I had before was just some costume Amazon shit. This one is a custom-made crown made by a friend of mine who runs a company called Devilish Devices. Makes a lot of BDSM gear and bracelets and, other shit like that. Shitty Economist just gave $100. Thanks, Shitty Economist. appreciate you. You give us money. Okay. I'll get right on that. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I liked Cocaine Bear a lot. I'm going to talk about it. Me and Scotty are going to do a review of it. We already would have done the review, but he's having some trouble with his internet because some morons were putting in some new pipes in his neighborhood, and they severed a fiber optic cable. So, very unfortunate. Hey, Joseph Strong gave $19.99. Apparently, that's their first time ever giving a super chat here. So thank you to Joseph Strong for that very generous donation. BDSM is a sin in the eyes of our Lord Jesus. Bullshit. When has there ever been a more famous suffer pig than Jesus Christ? Did you see Passion of the Christ? All he did was get his ass whipped for 2 hours. You mean to tell me that guy's not into BDSM? For sure, he is. Looking very heroin chic. Cool. What more could I ever ask for, you know? Gimp Suit Jesus. It's not like Zoot Suit Riot, but like a more, you know, kinky version. You in the oil video? Yeah, what about it? You mean the one where I fucking poured hot oil on my ass and then I shoved my balls in it? Remember that? Yeah, I do remember that. Sup, TJ? Sorry, it's not $13 this time. That's okay, dude. I understand. You owe me $11. Cocaine Bear was good. I didn't expect it to be educational. Yeah, I guess I learned something. I learned give a bear cocaine. I was going to say I learned don't give a bear cocaine, but that would be a lie. I learned definitely give bears cocaine. That was what I figured out. Looking thinner, dude. Well, it must be an optical fucking illusion because I gained a shit ton of weight during the holidays and I haven't stopped. I've been continuing to gain. But I'm slowly but surely working my willpower back up into weight loss mode. Did you ever consider not making content? I already don't make content. I make art, all right? This is art. Maybe it's bad art, but it's art. Have you seen the Winnie the Pooh horror flick yet? Why the fuck would I ever watch that? I saw a bunch of YouTubers make videos saying like Winnie the Pooh horror movie is awful. It's like there's no need to tell me that. You know, like if it was actually good, that would be worth commentating on. But it's not. And no one fucking also, I remember your Lysol on the balls story. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You make history. I mean, we all make history every day. Here's that guy's $11. Wow. See, his community standing up for each other. The amazing Michael Atheist, of course. Except for there's not as many explosions. Where'd you get the crown? I've never seen something I wanted so badly in my life. As I said, it was given to me. It was actually a birthday gift from a guy who is a leather worker. As in... leather worker makes it sound like he's like working at a BDSM club. He works with leather. I don't know what you call that. He makes things out of leather. And he runs a site called Devilish Devices. You should be able to find it if you look it up. The amazing Michael Atheist. Yeah, I already read that one. Money for King TJ. Let's call it a tithe or something. Or what do you call it when you pay the crown? I guess a tax. Let's call it a tax. That was the second to last time you'll see Ray Liotta in a movie. So wait, Ray Liotta has another unreleased film? Okay. TJ's eyes are suffering, no sleep. I'm wearing some makeup and the effect of the adjustments I've made to the camera gives it sort of that like haunted up for fucking ever quality. Please forgive me for bothering you with money, my lord. Do you think muffins are better than cupcakes? I mean, it depends on the fucking cupcake. It depends on the fucking muffin, dude. You know, it's not that simple, right? This is all I can afford. My family needs food, heat, and my mother needs medicine. Glory to Arts Totska. No idea what that is, but hey, fuck it. Leatherist? Sure. He does have some BDSM gear. Yeah, I think that's like most of what he makes. I mean, I'll show you the fucking website. It's literally just devilishdevices.com. I don't think there's anything on here that's like inappropriate for people to see or anything. Here. Yeah. All products. Here you go. This is all I can afford. My family needs. Oh, I already read that one. Okay. Yeah. Devilish Devices right there. Designed for beauty and function with a gothic flair, my work is inspired by old world craftsmanship. I use traditional leatherworking tools and techniques to create functional pieces of art. Each item is meticulously handcrafted and held to the highest standard of quality. So there you go. And he's the one who made this crown for me. The amazing. Call it protection money. Yeah. You know, wouldn't want nothing to happen to us, you know. Worry not, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I have arrived. You may now groan in disgust. Ugh. Tucker's here. Just want to let you know that I love you. Well, I love you too. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you to say. My protection is free and far more effective. Hell yeah. I mean, I never promised to protect anybody. I'm here to protect the realm. Down with the crown till I'm dead in the ground. What else did he make for you? I mean, he's made some other stuff for me. Made me a mask, like a blindfold thing. It's kind of got like this weird, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got like a long nose. And he made a collar that even if I was wearing it right now, you wouldn't know because it would be completely covered by my beard. An equal amount of blueberries in each muffin. Yeah, like casino, right? Yeah. Review snacks as the amazing Lay's theist. Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking yeah. That's true. I vote TJ to be a lower position in a small town government. Thanks. Like a plague mask? I would say vaguely reminiscent of a plague mask. I'm going to wear this crown a little higher up, even though now you can see the line on my head. Hopefully that'll fade fast. Have you tried... Oh, never mind. Gotta go. Catch you in the replay. Thanks, Gage. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I'm a blacksmith. I'll make Lord TJ an extravagant crown be fit for the King of Kings. Okay, buddy. The one bun, $20. Here's money because I'm jealous of your epic beard and crown. Long time, several years viewer. Love the intro. Thank you. I cut most of that intro myself, except for some of it I stole from that old Colossal is Crazy video about me from like a million years ago. And I just kind of like took it because whatever, it's all my footage anyway. And I was like, I don't feel like doing all this editing. Let him do it. After that Grease Trap video, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Walsh himself goes on a murderous rampage against trans affirming people. I mean, he's not going to do it himself. Matt Walsh is trying to incite others to violence, and it's, I guess, allowed on YouTube to do that. But I don't know. I feel like if I were to take some of the outrageous things said by Daily Wire hosts about trans people and I were to say all of those things about conservatives, conservatives would they would be bloodthirsty. they would absolutely. I would be off the fucking platform. But for some reason, it seems like hate speech against transgender people is fine on this platform. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. It seems a little odd. But okay. Do I still watch the Cinema Snob? Yeah, I mean, occasionally. But, you know, Paul's channel got shit canned. You guys know about that, right? The original Paul's Ego channel, the Ideology channel, that was banned for hate speech. Meanwhile, some, like, outright genocidal rhetoric coming out of several of the Daily Wire's hosts. And they're still getting ads on their videos and everything. I don't get that. Nice intro. Have you ever thought about doing a good faith examination of why opinions have changed on the Star Wars prequels? No, I would never approach that topic in good faith. The only explanation is that people are stupid. Those movies are awful. I don't know. I have no interest. I mean, look, you know, what you want to watch in your own time, be my guest. But those movies are terrible. They're just not good. I think opinions have changed because Star Wars is so culturally pervasive that people, I mean, it's going to happen with these Disney pieces of shit too. Like in 20 years' time, those will also be regarded highly. It's just like, it's inevitable. So it's just like a big old oof to me. Big old oof sandwich, man. These movies are a meme, and I love them for that. Yeah, I think, honestly, a lot of the memes that came out of the prequels, like the fact that there are so many memes of those movies, I think kind of helped those movies out. I don't think that's the reason why, but I think it's a factor. Any specific examples on genocidal rhetoric? I mean, go watch our last Grease Trap if you're a patron. And we watched some Matt Walsh stuff that's pretty fucking crazy. Michael Knowles has been saying some pretty crazy shit as well. I don't know if I would say that anything that Ben Shapiro himself has said reaches to the level of genocidal rhetoric, but yeah, I don't know. I've yet to see it from him, but I think he keeps himself a little bit like he wants to pipe you into his other little... And if one of them goes too far, he can just throw them under the bus, and it's no sweat off his balls. You're painfully wrong when it comes to present-day Hollywood. What does that mean? Slade Stone says I'm wrong, but it's such a vague thing to say. Like, I've had so many takes about Hollywood. Are they all wrong? Which one specifically, in your opinion, is wrong? What are you talking about, buddy? You wrong. I wouldn't mind seeing you react to the cinema therapy episode on Anakin Skywalker. Doesn't altogether just the writing in the prequels, but it does shine new light on him and his arc. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could take a look at that. Send it to me. I mean, I have I think it's linked down below. I think there might be some issues with it on the YouTube app, but if you copy paste, you should be able to get it. And I think I need to include the new link to the Discord server, but I have a Discord server where there is a little section called content suggestions, a little channel in there, and you can post stuff that you want me to take a look at in there. And that's probably your best bet for getting something looked at. PragerU Gauntlet win. Who knows? Maybe this month. It's a mix between nostalgia by young millennials, extra content making the stories make more sense, and the memes, or so bad it's good content. Got it. I mean, maybe. I'm just seeing if that guy that said I was wrong about Hollywood said anything else. I haven't seen anything yet. Hollywood writers and directors do care about people criticizing their work. Why do you think they go through the trouble of labeling their critics as racist / sexist and trolls? I mean, I think a lot of times their critics are those things. So, first of all, you have to, if someone throws out an aspersion, the first question should be like, is there merit to the aspersion? And I think that in some instances there is. But, you know, as for like, I mean, saying something like that about somebody can be pretty dismissive. I don't think that necessarily shows like a deep level of concern. If I was just told like such and such hates you, I'd just be like, well, they're a fucking twat. That doesn't mean like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with them, you know? I'm pretty sure that if you're making Hollywood money, you know, you don't really give a shit. I think the only thing that people like that probably really concern themselves with is, are they making money? And, you know, I mean, I can tell you right here, it's like, as far as people are concerned, profitability, probably the top thing. Pleasing the fucking like hardcore fans of your property. Pleasing the critics. And then down here, be like pleasing the amateur critics, the whiners on the internet, basically. I don't think that's that big of a fucking deal for most creatives in Hollywood, but I don't know them personally, so who fucking knows? And I'm sure it varies from person to person as well. I like the prequels even though I know they're bad. I mean, if you fucking know they're bad and you still like them, I don't know. You know? Why? Not always the case. Sometimes they use labels to blow off critics who are making fair criticisms, though, yeah. In some cases, the critics certainly... I mean, yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, how fucking hard do you really feel... Like, if you are the head writer on, like, a big TV show, or you're an actor that's, like, starring in fucking blockbuster movies, like, how much fucking credence are you really gonna give some voice on the internet? You know, if it's not affecting your bottom line... Like how, I mean, maybe you get a little pissed and you call him a fucking piece of shit or something, but I doubt you're really going to be like, oh man, they don't like me, fuck, oh. Like, I don't think that's keeping them up at night. You know, I mean, like, I seriously doubt it. As long as the money keeps coming in. The money stops coming, then they give a shit. That's why if you really hate these properties, stop hate watching them. You know, if you really loathe the stuff that's coming out of Hollywood creatively, the best thing you could do to stop it is to not continue to support it by watching it. You know, but these people who claim to hate this stuff, a lot of times they're the most obsessive devotees to it. And you think Hollywood and the streaming services and stuff haven't caught on to this fact? Of course they have. You know? In some ways, negative criticism is good for their bottom line. So many people see a negative review and just need to find out for themselves. It is advertising, right? And that's exactly how it's viewed at this point. Quantum Mania is one of the worst films ever made. Michael Bay could have made a better film. Yeah, but that's why I didn't see it. That's why I took one look at that thing and I was like, no, nope, not getting my money. Not for that. You have probably heard it too much, but I like The Crown. I mean, hey, it's cool. I'm not going to fucking be upset that you like The Crown. Fan since 2006, keep filling flasks full of fermented fluids. My frightful freedom fighter. You like them Fs, huh? People whining about naughty words don't know how to calm their inner crybaby. They think the world's against them. Yeah. Random letters gave $4.99. Didn't say anything, but just being nice. Thank you so much. It's why Velma is a thing, dude. Yeah, I mean, like when Velma was renewed for a second season, I'm like, wait, nobody likes this. This is literally being renewed only on the strength of hate viewers. so many people are fucking hate watching this thing that it actually got a second fucking season. What? You mean don't make a 30-minute video on every individual episode of She-Hulk? I mean, yeah, think about this. You are one of these channels that puts out reviews of every fucking episode of She-Hulk, right? Where you and your little chud fan base, fucking She-Hulk fucking sucks, man. This episode, like, you literally have to go watch that show to follow along with that person's content. Therefore, that person's content is 100% helping that show. So these guys that are like, fucking MCU bullshit, blah, 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 you know? They're all fucking helping those shows. They're the best friend those shows ever had. Yeah, I got one. Why? Oh, okay. There you go. Dude, so I heard, here's my relationship with Velma over the course of history, right? Zill, stop it. Whatever you're eating shouldn't be. No. Fucking criminal. So, whatever, like, I heard they were making a Velma show, and I was like, sick. Fuck yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Then I heard it was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like an adult orient. Oh man, cool. An adult animated fucking show about Velma. He's going nuts. He's like, let me down there so I can find food to eat on the floor. Nope. You gotta go. You gotta go, brah. So I heard they were making that show. I was super fucking psyched. Then I saw the trailer for it and I was like, that looks not very fucking good. And then it came out and everyone's like, this is the Antichrist. This show is fucking hideous. And it wasn't just the chuds. It was everybody. It was like lefty review channels, Libby review channels, apolitical review channels. Nobody liked the fucking thing. Just unanimously despised. I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw like the IMDb score was like 1.2 or some crazy low score. I'm like, fucking whoa. I got to see what the fucking hubbub's about, you know? And I watched that motherfucker and got about 5 minutes in and I was just like, fuck no. That is hideous. That's fucking evil. How's Yujiro doing? Also, would love to see you go on Timcast and mop the floor with whichever Christard he brings you on with. I mean, for a while there, it seemed like I had an invitation, but I guess I don't anymore. I'm not sure what the fucking deal is with that. Yeah, I mean, but once I saw how bad the fucking show was, I was just like, fuck this. That ain't no damn good. Yeah, like the best thing you heard about it was like, you know, it's not as bad as people say. I mean, it is horrible. It is unwatchable garbage that will, like, you know, taint your soul forever. But there's been worse garbage that'll taint your soul worse. So I guess, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, fuck. Adult animated shows in the U.S. are all monotonous because they're all comedies and mostly bad. It's all supposed to fit in one genre and most of it's bad, so people get tired of it more quickly. I don't know. I feel like most adult animated shows are usually at least like baseline tolerable. Like some are funnier than others, but usually they're at least like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see what people see in that. But Velma, oof, hideous. There's a Velma subreddit based on the show that likes it. I mean, someone's gotta. I mean, people. The one thing I hear constantly being asked about Velma is like, who is this for? And I'm thinking like, I guess we're gonna find out, because like, if it keeps going, whoever the fan base is will eventually make themselves known. So, I mean, hey, I personally don't get it, but you know, you do you, man. I watched your DFF AI videos. Do you think entertainers will be able to compete with perfect AI videos churned out at rapid speed? How long until this? You know, I think that I think that there's going to be a lot of changes. I think what you're going to see, honestly, is you're going to see a lot of people who are going to be churning out really like low effort, shitty content. You're probably going to see just like a total glut of like really lazy AI content, and people are going to get pretty sick of it pretty fast. But I think there are going to be some creators that use it effectively. And for them, it might actually up the quality of their shit. But, you know, it's kind of like a little too, it's like there's so many variables involved that it's kind of hard to predict exactly what's going to happen. I haven't seen one person publicly say they liked Velma. I mean, I haven't really seen one person publicly say they hated it either. I mean, other than obviously on the internet. But I've never like been out in the world and seen anyone talk about it one way or the other. I disagree. If Critical Drinker makes a video, convinces just 10 people not to watch something, that's a net loss of 9 for the studio. Yeah, but what if he also convinces 500 to hate watch it? You know what I mean? Like, if he makes a video saying like, fucking this intellectual property fucking sucks, one of the worst things ever, blah, 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 blah. How many people, I mean, yeah, some people are gonna be like, oh, I better avoid that. But there's also gonna be a shit ton of people like, oh man, I gotta see that piece of shit. I'm gonna hate watch the fuck out of that. This is awful. My coworker said she liked Velma. Well, there you go. The Quartering could use it. Woke new media uses minority. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna definitely. I mean, if not him, someone with the same grift is gonna start pumping out this like just super lazy shit. Probably multiple channels are gonna be doing it. I mean, you're already seeing some of it on there, but the more accessible this technology becomes, the more, you know, this platform is just gonna be littered with it. I mean, like, yeah, any piece of intellectual property that's being talked about, that's probably going to help it out. You know, there's like an old saying that all publicity is good publicity, all press is good press. You know, and there's also this like idea of the Streisand effect, that the more people hate on something, the more people kind of get curious, like, why? I mean, the only reason I clicked on Velma and watched the 5 minutes I did was because I was like, why does everyone hate this so fucking much? Now, if I was someone who wanted to like sit there and like relish my hatred of this thing, I would have watched more. But because I'm someone who just like doesn't want to watch shit, I only watched 5 minutes, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Would you be willing to talk to the Critical Drinker on his podcast or on EFAP? The fuck is EFAP? I don't know if me and Critical Drink, I don't want to go on EFAP. It sounds scary. I mean, you know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I feel that way about him. He seems like a super chill guy. Also, thoughts on EFAP. I don't know what the fuck EFAP is. I don't like it. It sounds, I mean, it sounds stimulating. I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just a grifter. So, I don't know. I don't really have any respect for him as a person or as a creator. So I don't know. Is he really worthy of my time? TJ, you should do EFAP. EFAP is every frame a phase. Every frame a phase. The fuck does that mean? Every frame a pause? Is it a phase or a pause? I'm getting fucking contradictory information here. It's a podcast with all the chud reviewers. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. I should have known something like that existed. Velma got a second season. Yep. Yep, it sure did. So many people fucking hate watched it that it got a second season. Welcome to this brave new world of ours. I don't know if you heard that, but I fucking farted. And it was good. Pause, not phase. Well, someone said phase. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault. Critical drinkers start off reviewing books, then jump to e-nerd grifting. Yeah. Because he's a writer. I know the dude's written some books, so he probably started making videos talking about books, and then maybe he talked one little bit of shit about some sort of nerdy property, and then it got way more views than his book videos do, and then he's like, oh shit. And the next thing you know, he's a fucking full-time grifter, just churning out that grift content. You know how I know he's full of shit? Someone suggested that I watch this video of his that's called literally just called Woke. And I watched the video, and it's like this very well-measured, soft-spoken, intelligent critique that actually like sets up it sets up a cogent definition of what the word woke means to him. And then he talks about like various like racial issues and social issues and things like that in a very measured and reasonable way. And I'm like, this is not reflective of your content at all, first of all. And second of all, he puts it on his secondary channel. And I'm like, this is just you covering your ass so that anytime you get criticized for being like racist or sexist or whatever, you can just point to this one piece of content and see like, nuh-uh, see? Look how reasonable I am. So ironically, the fact that he made a reasonable piece of content showed me that he's capable of doing that. And that he just chooses not to 99% of the fucking time. Thus proving to me once and for all that he is a grifting piece of shit. I'm not even going to complete that thought because it goes too far, but still. Woke bloke. Amen. What the fuck does chud even mean? Slang term for someone who disagrees with you? It means the same thing woke means. How about that? Chud and woke have the exact same definition. You figure out one, you know the definition of the other. No, chud is from an old 80s movie. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. Basically, it's just a fucking fancy way of calling him a basement dwelling fucking piece of shit. And plus the word chud just gets right to the heart of what the fuck these people really are. Which is just kind of like loathsome, troglodytic fucking losers. Just like, you know, casting fucking, I don't like it. I'm gonna shit in my hands and throw it at things. Oh, people are giving me money. Cool, yeah. Yeah. You know? By the way, the movie Chud sucks balls. It's not a good movie. Yeah, I mean, Chud also does kind of sound similar to Chode. You're a little basement dwelly too, to be fair. No, I'm not. I go outside. I go out into the world. I do things. I pretty much leave my house almost on a daily basis. So, nah. Nah. There was a recent video by Lily Orchard, and she mentioned a group of people being obsessed with saving the fascist. And she shows a picture of a bunch of YouTubers, and one of the pics was of you. Okay. Well, I had my say about that. She can throw whatever fucking shit she wants. I don't care. What is Lily talking about by having you in that group? I'm not gonna watch, so I don't know. I mean, I made a video about her. You can go watch that and figure out what the fuck I did to make her mad or whatever. But you know, who cares? TJ hates grifters, as he should. I really don't, actually, though. I know I have to kind of like say some mean things about the grifter class, but really, I hate the grifted far more. Because the grifters, at least I can understand where they're coming from. At least their motivations make sense to me. You know, and they're not really so pathetic. I mean, really, they're preying on the pathetic. The griftees are the ones that are really repugnant to me. Because why do they want to believe that shit? Why is there a huge demographic of people that want nothing more than to hear all this like, Hollywood's woke. Ooh, they don't like you no more. They hate you. Ooh, they're mean to you. They don't give you what you want. Ooh, spooky, spooky, spooky. Oh no, a black Tinkerbell. Oh shit, better get pissed off. It's like, okay, who are these people? Who are these people that want to hear that constantly? Not just like once, like, yeah, fuck that shit, and then move on with their life. They want to constantly be fed, like, yeah, fuck them. They're woke. TJ, who do you think is steering the ship? The Chuds, Fox News, Republican politicians? There's no one steering this fucking ship, dude. There's no one steering it. Sorry to tell you. Who's to say you're not a grifter? Me. I'm to say I'm not a grifter. If you want to say I am, go ahead. I don't care. I can't stop you. I'm not interested. TJ, what would you do if your girl was 10 inches taller than you? If she was 10 inches taller than me, I think she would be the tallest woman of all time. I don't know. She'd be like 7'7", something like that. So, no, she wouldn't be 7'7". She'd be like 7'4" or 7'3". So yeah, that'd be pretty impressive. Probably charge admission for that shit. And Twitter. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, WNBA for sure. Macho man. TJ's a grifter, but he's our grifter. Yeah. I mean, if I was a grifter, I'd come up with some griftier talking points. Like, I would just go on YouTube, look at what's popular, and just do that. You know? But I have to have these stupid fucking standards. You're saying you're 6'5"? I'm like 6'6". So, yeah, I mean, she would be like 7'4", right? Is that right? That sounds right. My grandma was 10 foot tall. Wow. Holy shit. I guess she wouldn't be anywhere near the tallest. Your grandma is clearly the tallest woman, I would imagine. Fucking Amazonian bitch. Last of Us is woke and one of the biggest shows ever right now. Right. I mean, that show, if you're going to fucking describe a show as woke, you almost have to fucking include that. It's literally had like 2 gay love stories over the course of like, I don't even know, 5 episodes, 6 episodes. So, yeah, you pretty much have to call that woke, right? If you're going to call anything woke, it's got to be that. Huge fucking show. I don't know. Maybe it's going to lose viewership because it's woke. So let's not speak too soon because it could go broke. And then how are we going to look, right? Samantha Sledge. Honestly, Disney and these other media groups are smart. They know how to make stuff people still watch. It's genius in a way. It's not, this shit's market research down to the gnat's ass. Like, there's no political force in charge at Disney putting the woke agenda into things. If that's in their product, it's because they have determined that is the good for financial reasons. And they're probably right. RV trip win, 17 minutes from now. Get your shit packed. TJ's prank channel win. Yeah, my prank is I'm going to jump out from a dark alleyway and bludgeon people with fucking tire iron. Just, ah! And then when they're sitting on the ground bleeding, I'll be like, just a prank, bro. And they'll be like, oh, I get it. You know? Yeah, I watched Cocaine Bear. Hey, TJ, did normal DFF episodes get discontinued? Not completely, no. We still do some on Patreon, but mostly we do Onion Nuggets because it was just here's the thing. if you got one show where you're putting a whole bunch of research into an episode and then an episode gets like 10,000 views, and then you got another show where you just pull a bunch of news stuff and some fucking cringe videos and react to it, and that shit gets like 30, 40,000 views, like, where are you going to put your time and energy? Like, market forces at that point are pretty much dictating, let's fucking do this Onion Nugget show because this seems to be what our audience really likes. Hey, TJ, hope you're doing well, man. Of course. But of course. Oui, oui. What's your favorite airplane? What? Paul broke this down last night. Well, there you go. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. What's happening with Deep Fat Fried? Nothing. A few months ago, we started doing Onion Nuggets, our news show. We decided to do 2 of those a week, and we also do 2 shows called The Grease Trap for our patrons only, and then then we also do these massive end of the month gauntlet style shows where we watch a shit ton of content featuring a particular person, or we did one for religion just recently. We did like a religious huckster gauntlet where we watched 6 hours of religious hucksters saying weird shit. And then the one before that, we did the Andrew Tate gauntlet. We watched 6 hours of Andrew Tate. That was hell. I mean like it was literally just like the worst fucking experience ever. And we also, we do shows on Wednesday as well. It's a different show every Wednesday. Some Wednesdays, Paul does his ideology. Some Wednesdays, I do my Abandoned Hope show. Some Wednesdays, me and Scotty do a Fightin' Boys show. Some Wednesdays, Scotty does a You're Wrong show where he does a little stream. So, yep. What was the most painful gauntlet? Andrew Tate by far. Andrew Tate may have lung cancer. I enjoyed the Tate gauntlet. More suffering. Yeah, I mean, well, it's only every so often something comes along that's as painful as Andrew Tate, dude. If I could make 1 million Andrew Tates, well, I wouldn't, but, Worst experience ever will be the Matt Walsh gauntlet. Jesus, that dude's horrible. Paul has already put his foot down and said he will not do a Matt Walsh gauntlet no matter what. He's like, I fucking refuse to do it. And, I don't know. Maybe he could be talked into it, but his initial reaction is like, fuck no. I have to draw the line somewhere. Boys are being monitored in school for troubling behavior because of Andrew Tate. I bet that's a healthy environment to grow. I'm way more concerned about the fact that library books are being removed from libraries. I'm way more concerned. I mean, like when I was a kid, they fucking gaffled me up because of Columbine. I got sent to the school counselor for my troubling behavior in the wake of Columbine because I was a Marilyn Manson fan. So, that ain't nothing new. But honestly, if a kid is listening to Andrew Tate, yeah, keep an eye on that motherfucker. I'm fine with it. Fuck that. What are you fucking supposed to do? You're supposed to see if you're a fucking little ass kid and you actually are like listening to Andrew Tate and taking that motherfucker seriously, yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right that motherfucker needs someone watching him. That's at least fucking Marilyn Manson had a positive message at the end of the day. Fucking Andrew Tate is just like a fucking capitalist nightmare demon pig from the fucking anus of hell. So fuck that piece of shit. I hope he fucking dies of lung cancer in jail. Good riddance to that fucking reprehensible piece of subhuman garbage. And anyone who listens to him, as far as I'm concerned, they can go right down to hell with him and burn for eternity. I almost wish hell was real so that they could go there. So you're not getting no sympathy from me on that one. I'm not going to cry a crocodile tear for that motherfucker's reprehensible audience of little demon piglets. No thanks. Listen and lament not, lechers. The Lord lists lurid luxuries, lambasting ludicrous lairs of listless lol cows. Okay. You like your L's now. First it was F's, then it was L's. Andrew or Walsh, who worse? No one's worse than Andrew Tate. Even if Matt Walsh ideologically was worse, which I could kind of concede that he is, fuck Andrew Tate. Because, honestly, at the end of the day, at least when I listen to Matt Walsh talk, he insidious as he is, he does at least attempt to make something resembling an actual point. I mean, they're always pure evil and just like venomous shit, but like at least it's something. You watch Andrew Tate, not only is what he says reprehensible, but it's fluff. It's just empty-headed fucking garbage. He's like a fucking late night infomercial salesman with a get-rich-quick scheme that somehow became a thing. I really don't fucking even get it. Were you threatening to do a Columbine, TJ? No, I never threatened that. I did say I was a vampire, but whatever, all the hatred towards Andrew Tate kind of proves feminist wrong. Society is extremely protective of women. What about all the love for Andrew Tate, though? You act like there's just one side to this. The whole reason he was an issue is because a lot of people were listening to him. So, no, it's not that cut and dry, I don't think. Did they find your list? I mean, we don't need to talk about the list necessarily, right? That's a story for a different time. Hey, you guys want to look at some really shitty memes? Let's look at some really shitty memes. Huh? Yeah, let's do it. So here's a Spider-Man meme. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. So here's the situation. Spider-Man's drinking a drink, and there's a lady who has fallen out of her seat on the Ferris wheel. I don't understand. The seat is fucked up as hell. This seat doesn't even make sense if you really look at it. But yeah, somehow some crazy shit has happened, and she is dangling for her life, right? And Spider-Man, he's watching this, and he don't even care. He's just like, this Diet Coke really does taste like regular Coke. Wow. It says, tragically, the Ferris wheel malfunctioned. Her only hope of survival was help from a superhero. But sadly, due to his conservative leanings, Spider-Man had been canceled. Oh, no. Think about that for a second, libs. Maybe one day you'll be on a Ferris wheel about to plunge to your death. And Spider-Man, he could help you, but he just doesn't even give a shit anymore because he's been canceled, dude. First of all the superheroes to decide that like they must be conservative, Spider-Man, I don't know, dude. I feel like the Spider-Man is one of the fucking ones I would least consider to be even vaguely goddamn right wing, but whatever. And like, even if Spider-Man was canceled, why would that stop him from doing superhero shit? Like, Spider-Man doesn't help people because he's trying to win a popularity contest. He does it because he's genuinely good, right? So I don't get it. I mean, it's fucking weird to me. I want to write good stories with female leads, so I'm so critical of pandering garbage like Captain Marvel and She-Hulk to learn what not to do. I mean, that's fine. You want to look at something like that and say like, this sucks. I want to do the opposite. I don't really care. As far as I'm concerned, you're doing what someone's supposed to do in that instance, which is hey, you don't like what's being made, make your own thing that does represent what you like. So here's a meme. This is what feminists think the gender war is and what it really is. So here you see like the feminist superhero versus the fat, businessman. And, over here you see, the fat businessman actually has the in this instance, far more fat feminist, on a leash. And notice that his nose has been made a lot bigger. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what they're trying to say with that. And then there versus the American family. Just a mommy and a daddy and 2 little kids just trying to live their best life. But his this businessman with a large nose has got his big, fat, leashed feminist to go destroy their family unit or whatever the hell. And that's how it really works, Like, okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Here's an Andrew Tate meme. I guess conservatives, they wanted this to come across like an anti, I guess, left meme or something. This guy's like, I hope Andrew Tate rots in that cell. And then she's like, oh my God, me too. And then in the last panel, she's pegging him. And I'm kind of looking at that like, yeah. I mean, everything about that, yeah. Bring it on, It's like, holy shit. Am I supposed to be against this? Am I supposed to be like, oh man, don't be like that guy? I mean, like, come on, whoever did this is definitely projecting, right? Here's a little PSA. This one, I think, actually, I don't know if this is a right-wing meme, but it's really stupid. I think this is like just like some dumb left eating the left kind of shit, or maybe it's some right-wing ops shit. But this is white people can't be trans. Did you know that? Transgenderism is inherently a creation of black and brown culture. Transitioning genders as a non-BIPOC is a toxic form of colonization and erasure. So all of you white trans folk, knock it off, you guys. Yeah, this is definitely an op. It's definitely one of these fucking stupid ass ops that people do, like, oh yeah, we'll disseminate this and that'll throw them all for a loop. This is 100% some stupid op bullshit. This is not really a meme, but this is a funny little. You guys might have seen this already. I've seen it making the rounds. This dude here, Stannis, whatever. It's I guess some kind of communist shit. Because he got a little hammer and sickle. I don't know who the fuck it is. He got a check marks. That doesn't mean anything anymore, does it? Fuck it. I've had enough. Transgenders are worse than Hitler. The hell happened? A few weeks ago, I compared the LGBT narrative to Nazism, and it went viral. I was doxxed. They told my girlfriend and the company I work for. Now my current job found out via a background check or something, and they are going to fire me. Man. Dude. So wait, your evidence that transgenders are worse than Hitler is a few weeks ago. You already said they're basically Hitler. You're just like, yeah, they're Nazis. Trans people are really basically the same thing as Nazis, man. You know how that goes. It's like, okay. Good stuff. Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck this dude is. But I guess he's about to lose a job, so, I take my hat off to him, but I don't want to. So yeah, this is you guys have seen this sort of body language shit, people figuring out what's really going on in situations based on body language. And here you see Will Smith, right? Smiling more than her, leaning into her, and he's got his legs crossed, got his hands over his cock because he's experiencing what they call in the industry cock shame, right? And that's why, you know, he's got this little patchy ass dotted line, almost like he's perforated down the fucking center, you know. But look at her, it's totally straight. I mean, actually, no, the line should probably be a little bit that way, but hey, you know, whatever. She's not smiling at all. She means business. She's not leaning at all. She means business. Her legs are wide open because she's got an untamed pussy. She's letting you know my pussy is untamed, you know? And he's letting you know my cock is shamed. Cock shame, pussy untamed. That's how it goes. Was this before or after the slap? What does it matter? What does it matter, you know? So Blair White, despite being trans and canonically, as far as I know, having a dick and some pretty decent tuck game, did the whole meme. If you see a bulge in a conservative pants, it's a gun. If you see a bulge in a liberal woman's pants, it's a penis. Really weird considering she does have a penis, but okay, you know, whatever. This guy's like, you are a man with a penis and mentally ill. Seems like your target audience ain't digging it. Here's another right-winger, doesn't like Blair White. Meme through it. I'm not like the other trans, right, guys? I won't respect your pronouns, Wokey, but mine are she, her, okay? Liberal women have a penis. I have a gun. Literally has a penis. America, constant validation fishing from 60-plus-year-old conserva boomers. Strongest tuck game on earth. Hey, they're right. Photoshop plus Facetune plus FaceApp plus filters. Selective poses to hide giant man hands and feet. Lol, did you hear the joke about how liberal women have penises? Is probably going to launch an OnlyFans in the next 6 months. Dude, it's so funny that Blair White chooses to exist in this space where literally the target audience that she's going for fucking revile her and just like view her as this like horrible Frankenstein monster creation, even though she basically, as far as like passing is pretty much flawless, right? So, but yet this is how they still see her. And you know, I mean, you reap what you sow, I guess, you know, like this is the person you want to fucking hang out with, huh? You'd rather fucking hang out with the people who see you like this than the people who fucking would treat you like a human being. Okay. Look at her profile pic, zero self-awareness. I know, right? This is an Elon Musk tweeting a Garfield meme. Got muscular Garfield, which, by the way, I just want to say, of all the things that have ever been drawn, muscular Garfield is the most disturbing. I don't care. You know, I've seen some fucking crazy shit out there in the world. You know, I've seen the shitting dick nipples and so on and so forth, and this is definitely the worst goddamn thing I've ever seen. I love Mondays. Back on the work site, no more nagging wife. Disturbingly accurate. Hey, didn't your wife leave you for a trans woman? Didn't that happen? Was that a thing? I think that happened, right? So you don't have to worry. You're free. All right. This one's interesting, right? Okay. So it just goes down the line, right? What a horrible generation. You don't get it, old man. What a horrible generation. You don't get it, father. What a horrible generation. You don't get it, dad. What a horrible generation. Harder, daddy. Ooh, ooh. All I got from this meme is that the guy who made this meme wants to fuck his son. That's what I got from it. I don't know if you guys are taking away something else from it, but that's what I'm getting. That's the message I read into this. All right. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but aside from every once in a while, the right wing will take a breath and stop hating on trans people long enough to hate childless women. That's like their other target of vitriol at the moment. And here's a meme where it's like, if I had kids, I couldn't be so spontaneous. I mean, right now,
I could theoretically jump on the next plane to Paris or hike the Appalachians or go scuba diving. You can't just pick up and go when you have kids. And I don't like the feeling of being tied down. But meanwhile, she's just a fat bitch eating pizza. Whoa, got her. Here's the thing. Yeah, I could do all those things, or I could be a fat fuck eating pizza, you know? And either one is valid. I don't fucking... Like, no one needs to justify their reasons for not wanting kids to your ass. No one needs to have a good reason not to have kids. I don't fucking want to is reason enough. Oh, but you're not contributing to... Yeah, I'm not contributing to overpopulation. There's plenty of fucking people, all right? Even if you don't believe in overpopulation, I mean, first of all, you're a fucking idiot and an unscientific fucking moron. But putting that aside, even if you don't believe in overpopulation, surely you can at least agree that we don't necessarily need more people at this point. We got plenty. It seems like we got a pretty healthy representative sample of human beings on the planet at this juncture, and I think we're fine kind of leveling off at this point. In fact, I would be fine with a little bit of reduction and, you know, I don't know, maybe a lot. But that woman has 5 kids. That's another thing is like fucking housewives and shit in the few families that can still afford to have something like a housewife, where like, you know, a father's income can still support the family. Like, they don't fucking sit on their fat ass eating pizza. People who have kids don't fucking sit on the couch watching TV and eating fucking pizza. I believe they fucking do. So here's a weird one, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is a weird right-wing meme. They're all right-wing memes, mostly. But here's, I guess this is the world they think they're fighting for. So what do you got here? You got clear skies. No, you guys are against pretty much any environmental regulation. You guys, if, like, when your politicians are in power, they gut the EPA. So clear skies, no. You're going to have smoggy skies. Naturally controlled CO2 levels. You can't really naturally control CO2 levels when there's massive CO2 emissions happening. No EMF waves. Okay. Shrinking cities. Why? No turbines. Okay, well, what's powering? Clean water. I don't get it. Like, they think that you can just vote in politicians that gut environmental regulations, but somehow magically that's going to lead to a clean environment. Open church. Okay, we still have that. Books, those exist still. A woman, a man, those are still a thing. Locally produced chemical-free food. Whatever. Okay with risk. So the kid's allowed to climb a tree, I guess. Happy farmers. I mean, the farmers are probably not all that happy if the cities are shrinking, because that's where they sell a lot of their produce and stuff. Lots of children. Functioning immune systems. What's stopping the immune systems from working now? And then down here, buried are all the globalist scumbags. So I guess the idea is the globalist scumbags are all going to be killed? Or I see a lot of needles down here, so maybe the vaccine killed them. They're all stupid idiots that were like, we will take the vaccine, and then they all just die? Is that what happened? I don't know, man. So apparently this is the world they think they're fighting for. Somehow voting for politicians that gut environmental regulations is going to lead to a beautiful, pristine environment. Somehow voting for politicians that give endless tax cuts and subsidies to the business elite is going to lead to this beautiful, idyllic society with shrinking cities and clean water and people reading books and climbing trees and a better immune systems magically, I guess. I don't know. Is that Bill Gates as a corpse? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Or maybe it's somebody. It's some kind of nerd, right? I have no idea. All right, so this one I really like. This is a history of U.S. presidents, right? And it just shows For most of history, all of our presidents were just no character traits whatsoever. George Washington, nothing you can say about the guy. Abraham Lincoln, who fucking even knows like the goddamn thing, right? But the last three, those are the ones we have commentary on. First, we had Obama the communist. Then we had Trump the cool sunglasses wearing rock star. And now we got Biden the sad clown, right? I mean, I just feel like it's so telling that they have no opinion on the vast majority of U.S. presidents throughout history. Not even the other recent ones. Like they don't have anything to say about Bush. They don't have anything to say about fucking Clinton. You know, they don't have anything to say about any of these fucking people. It's just like, hey, you know, the last three. That's it. That's the only commentary we got. Communist. Fucking rock star clown. That's the commentary, right? Nothing about Carter, nothing about Reagan, nothing about Bush, nothing about Washington or Lincoln or any of the fucking, you know, famous presidents of history. Just Yeah, I think Obama's about as far back as their memory goes, apparently. These memes are making me dumber. The aliens returning the lib they abducted after 2 hours of listening to they, them explain they, them's pronouns. Okay. Here it is. All right. Hey, on my planet, in my society, there's sort of this like gender binary where people are divided based on their sex organs and sexual characteristics into two distinctive behavioral classes with, that are treated differently and perceived differently by society. In recent years, this oppressive system has finally begun to break down, and I am one of those who rejects the gender binary by adopting gender neutral they, them pronouns. And, that's the aliens might have some follow-up questions. But I feel like if they've mastered interstellar travel, they're not going to be like, Grable Grak Whoop Gak Peeput does not compute. Ah! Like, come on. Like, I think you need to give the aliens a little more credit here, man. I don't feel like they're that fucking dumb. All right. I love the fucking shit out of this one, dude. All right. So first of all, some Nazi somewhere got pissed that someone said they were going to punch a Nazi. So they decided to draw this little effete blue-haired SJW type. I swear, I'm going to punch the first Nazi I meet. And then behind him, a fucking 10-foot tall, physique like the Hulk, super Nazi with razor sharp teeth and bulging fucking eyeballs and just rippling muscle upon 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 muscle. This invincible fucking superhuman Nazi, And this little blue-haired SJW, what are they going to do against that? Huh? Oh, yeah. I call this piece of artwork here expectation. Expectation. And I call this little video here reality.
They deserve the welfare. No, it's fine.
Oh! All right, let's review, okay? Let's just one more time so everyone is clear on this, okay? Expectation. I swear, I'm gonna punch the first Nazi I meet. And then reality.
No, it's fine.
Oh. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, you gotta love them. You gotta love them wacky Nazis, man. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful goddamn stuff. I wouldn't trade it for all the gold in all the realms. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. I would not. All of TJ's impressions are funnier with the crown for some reason. I mean, hey, whatever. Rock on. Reality is often disappointing. We live in a society. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back. Don't go nowheres. We're gonna be back with some interesting little Twitter finds. Let's talk about Twitter for a minute when I return imminently. Bum, 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 bum.
TJ died. No, he didn't. Don't lie. What, I take too long or something? Quit crying. Quit your damn crying. Motherfuckers. Oh gosh, he's back. Song name. The song is called The Song by the band. Pretty good shit. Done the AI segment yet? Nope. What the hell are the A-list right-wing memes? Good question. I'll let you know if I see any. This girl told me she has nightmares about butterflies. What do I make of that? I don't know. Whatever you want, I guess. There is no TJ. There is only Lance Sloan. There is no Dana, only Zool. I actually rewatched Ghostbusters recently. It was, I don't know, it's my first time watching that in probably 5 or 6 years at least. Holds up. Hi, TJ, take some of my money. Okay. And then Arcanist Xerxes says, please do a Nancy Grace gauntlet. That's the first super chat I've ever got from Arcanist Xerxes, at least on that account. So thank you so much for that. As for doing a Nancy Grace gauntlet, I don't know. Is there even 6 hours? I mean, I guess there must be 6 hours worth of Nancy Grace content out there, but I don't know. I mean, how many ways can I just really look at her and be like, I hate this person? Thanks for indulging the alliteration. You rock, TJ. No problem. I enjoy it. She is normal and everyone else is crazy for thinking butterflies are the good bugs. I think people just like it when the bug is pretty, because people like ladybugs too, because it's like red with all those little dots and stuff, and it's kind of cute looking. You know? That just goes to show you, like, all these bugs really need is to look a little cuter, and bam. Quantumania, puke. Galen is still pissed. He's still just like, fuck Quantumania. That movie sucked. Do you think you'd be a good actor if you were cast in a movie? I think I could do a passable job in some roles. I don't think I could turn in some kind of, like, Academy Award winning performance, but, like, you know, I think there are roles I could play well. I think I can emote reasonably well. I think I can deliver a line and make it sound fairly natural, you know, as long as you don't expect like high drama kind of shit from me. I think I could do a pretty good job. Homeless should try that. What? Oh yeah, just look cute. Be the cute homeless. You'll get a home in no time. Why won't Wolf Blitzer die? A watched pot never boils, Galen. A watched pot never boils. Quantumania was awesome as fuck, bruh. Uh-oh. The stirrings of dissension. You missed a Streamlabs? Okay. Sorry. I'll go open that really quick. Give me a second. I didn't even think to have that logged in or anything, so forgive my stupidity on that one. Here we go. Ooga booga. Indeed. Ooga booga indeed, my friend. Why did you stop posting full Onion Nuggets episodes on YouTube? Because we realized that I mean, look, we're just using a content model that a bunch of other people are using, which is they do streams, and then the streams are taken down, and then they post clips from the streams. Now,
we don't completely take our streams down. We just delist them. So if you want to join our Patreon, you can get the full list there. Or, you know, if you just want to bookmark it when it comes up, you can do that. But we don't make it publicly archivable is what we no longer do. And the reason for that is to get you to watch it on our Onion Nuggets Clips channel, or to incentivize you to join the Patreon and watch it there. Because, you know, we're trying to make a living doing this. So that seemed like an easy way to incentivize people to either join the Patreon or go watch the ad-supported clips on the Onion Nuggets channel. And either way, it's a way for us to make a little more revenue. So it is pretty much a financial decision. But, you know, we've been doing pretty well with those clips so far. I mean, pretty pleased with the growth we've seen on that channel. And it seems like some of our clips have started to catch on a little bit. So pretty happy about that so far. Still would like to see more growth, but, you know. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to that Onion Nuggets channel, please do so. I should probably add it to my default description here on this channel. But whatever. I don't have it on there yet. I was 14 and from Buenos Aires when I started watching your videos back in 2007. I even remember when your dad died and your beef with Anthony, the Christian guy. I barely spoke English anyway. It must have been weird trying to watch my videos as someone who doesn't even speak English. But I actually have had several people tell me that watching my videos taught them English, which is just mind-boggling to me. I mean, I would never sit down and watch someone making vlogs in, like, I don't know, Portuguese or something and be like, oh, wow, I'm going to learn this so I can understand what this guy's saying, you know? It's like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Endless exponential growth. I mean, it's not endless, but clips, it's so inspiring. Shit emoji. I mean, that's the name of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game, my friend. Man, there's some foul-mouthed ESL folks out there then. I know, right? Maybe the butterfly garden could be used for exposure therapy or something. Are we still on that butterfly shit? Come, my lady. Come, my lady. I'm a butterfly, sugar, baby. How'd that go? Something about butterfly. It was a song about eating pussy, which you would think would make it kind of good, but no. It's really a terrible song. Endless options for renewal. What does he say? Who's the butterfly? I'm your butterfly, sugar baby, or you're my butterfly, sugar baby. How's that go? That's a terrible fucking song, though. That's what I could tell you about that motherfucking song, right? It's not a good one. It's not a good song. Yeah, I think we're pretty close to breaking 1,000 members on the Discord. That's true. Having a phobia of roaches, scorpions, and spiders, I can understand, but butterflies? Yeah. I liked it when I was 12. I mean, sure. You'd almost have to be 12 to like a song that fucking bad, to be honest with you. Terrible song, but it is in your neurons and it will never leave. I mean, it'll eventually leave. I'll get Alzheimer's. With all my luck, I'll be like totally dementia-addled, but I'll still be singing that song in my fucking deathbed or whatever the fuck as I'm like looking upon the fucking wreckage of my life. It's like, yeah, I'm a butterfly, sugar, baby. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. I'm gonna eat that pussy is what I'm saying. Think you win a battle against a sloth? No, because I don't think I could hit a sloth. I would just concede because I don't want to hurt the poor sloth. Oh, and that super chat says, why did you stop post? Oh, I answered that. Never mind. I'm already getting the Alzheimer's. Grandpa, stop singing classical music. Amen. Maybe Biden sings it too. Yeah, probably. Have you guys seen those videos where it's like people are using the AI voice generation to make
like Trump and Biden and Obama like play Minecraft together, or like make tier lists together, or just like have like these little very terminally online interactions with each other, because that shit's fucking hilarious. That's my new favorite shit. Sounds catchy. Yeah. I wish I could travel to the moment Scotty hears the butterfly song for the first time. Queer. Damn queer. Yeah, those are fucking funny to me. I mean, they got a bunch of different people making them, so the quality level kind of varies around, but the people who do it well do it very well. I gotta fucking just play one for you guys. That's okay nowadays, right? People just kind of like watch other videos on YouTube. So I can get away with it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Have I seen this one?
Hey guys, just started the Minecraft.
I want to just point out, I fucking do not give a rat's ass about Minecraft or anything either. So this is not, I'm not like a fan of this because of Minecraft. I'm a fan of just what they've done with this. Hold on.
Realm, I posted instructions to join in general.
Okay, sweet. I haven't played the most recent update, so can't wait to grind.
Donald, if we play Minecraft, it's not going to be like last time, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on now.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Honestly, Biden and Trump are way cooler characters than Obama is in these. And their little fucking spats and shit are fucking hilarious.
Last time we had a server, you destroyed all my crops. X-Ray modded your diamonds and blew up Joe's house when he said he was going to reset your XP.
You guys are always accusing me of X-ray mods. Ever just consider that I'm good at Minecraft?
A hit dog will holler, bro. You definitely cheated.
Is it okay if I invite my buddy George to the server?
Please don't.
Okay, but he's going to be working like a bitch getting me iron.
What's up, guys? Cool if I join the realm?
Yeah, but like
Get out of here, George. Fucking prick.
I told him, you're going to be mining a hell of a lot of iron for me.
Oh, hey, George, didn't know you and Joe were even friends.
Yeah, he helped me cover up some pretty big stuff back in the day. Thankfully, my mom didn't find out about...
Yeah, shit, that's already been a few Septembers ago by now.
Okay, guys, join the realm already. We got work to do.
A few minutes later.
All right, I'm getting some wood real quick, and I'm going to start making tools.
I think I'm going to build my base far away from the rest of you guys.
Oh, no, you don't, George. You're going to be mining my iron, you sneaky little shit.
Donald, leave him alone, please.
I ain't mining a goddamn thing for you, dude.
Oh, bull.
The impression for Obama is wrong because there aren't enough uhs and pauses. I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
Bullshit. Get back over here before I ban you from the server.
Already threatening me. That's awesome. He's already threatening me.
It ain't a threat, pal. It's a promise. Don't make me do it.
I already found a village.
This one is mid from what I've seen. Dude, this shit's fucking hilarious, okay? It's gonna get better. Trust
Let's
me.
go.
Cords?
I'm going to set up over here and see if I can get some trades.
Drop the coordinates, please.
I ain't dropping no coordinates. Next thing you know, George might suddenly find WMDs in the village and all my villagers will be exterminated.
I think I'm going to build over here near spawn.
Donald is really trying to fucking kill me with a stone sword.
I told you to go mine iron. You refused.
I'm not
going to
mine for you.
It was a simple command, and you declined
Oh,
to listen
Jesus
to
Christ,
me,
here
so
we
now
go already.
You'll pay for it.
Yeah, get smoked, idiot. You had a stone sword and lost to me with a stick.
Okay, this guy has
Trump
to be
being
cheating.
articulate
He's
is
got some
part of the
combat
joke
cheat
to me.
installed or something. No way he killed me.
It's 1.19 now, dipshit. You can't just spam attack anymore. You have to time it to the bar on your crosshair.
Can everyone just relax? I don't want the realm to get ruined already. We've barely even started.
3 hours later.
I finally finished my base just now. Think it looks dope?
Oh, your base might be dope, but mine is definitely way huger and better.
I'm trying to watch this YouTube tutorial to build my house.
Donald, I'm by your base now. There's no way you built this all in survival that quickly.
Mind your own fucking business, George. Yes, I did do it all in survival.
How do I make a crafting table again?
4 planks of wood in the crafting menu in a square.
How do you...
Yeah, I would say as far as ranking the voices go, Biden and Trump are definitely like up here. And then Obama's like a rung lower. And then George W. Bush is like down here. Like you could tell it's supposed to be him, but it just doesn't sound quite right. Like it can't really capture the dipshit country bumpkinness of him. You know what I mean?
Forget how to make a crafting table in Minecraft, you sleepy dumbass.
Don't talk to Joe like that just because you got caught using creative to build your base.
I didn't fucking use creative mode. There'd be something that tells you in the chat if I did, and there hasn't been.
Guys, I think it's clear Donald used creative mode.
Oh, shut up, Barack. You're always causing trouble. I'm so sick and tired of you trying to screw with me all the time.
Dude, I would love our U.S. presidents so much more if they were actually like this. Like, if this was how these guys actually were in their day-to-day lives, I don't even think... I mean, I guess I'd still have a problem with all their war crimes and shit like that, but at least I'd kind of be like, yeah, they're okay. They're okay blokes, man. You know, at the end of the day, they're okay blokes.
Who has my goddamn fortune pickaxe?
I don't have it.
Me either.
Nope.
Well, someone has it, and when I find out who does, I'm going to flip shit, so let's go ahead and get it back to me pronto.
Oh, shut your corny ass up, Dr. Sleepwalker. You're not doing anything to anyone.
Okay, well, wait till George and I see you.
Wait, do you guys have an alliance?
Yeah, fuck Donald. We're going to make sure he doesn't mess with us again.
Oh, you guys are scared. You guys are so scared. Barack, want a team, bro?
Are you guys coming after me?
Nah, just Donald.
Okay, then no Donald. I don't want a team, bro.
Oh, here we go, man. Awesome.
George, grab the TNT from the chest and come here.
I already grabbed it. I'm like 100 blocks away.
How the fuck does Joe have full netherite already? This idiot is cheating.
Donald, you accuse people of cheating in every game.
He just fucking killed me. Why is it okay for him to fucking kill me?
Run, Joe. I set the TNT off.
God damn it. Don't grief my base. You assholes, you just completely demolished my base.
Cry about it, bro.
Good job, George.
The server just went offline?
Yeah, I shut the realm down.
He's so...
Man, fucking goddamn great. There's so much of this shit. If you want to watch another one that's fucking definitely good is when they're trying to figure out Zelda tier lists. And they're just like bickering like fucking old grandmas and shit, but using all this like gamer slang. It's pretty fucking funny. Trump's is really good. I think he does talk faster when he isn't giving a speech or interview. Anytime he needs to lie, he is slower for coming up with lies. IRL, I think he is faster. Yeah, I think the main thing that stands out to me about Trump that's not authentic is just that he's actually articulate in these. I don't know why Sleepy Joe manages to be the most convincing, but for some reason he is. Zelda fans do be like that. Amen. A motherfucking men. That's all I can say. That's all the fuck I can even say to you, huh? Skidamarinky-dinky-dink, skidamarinky-doo. I love you. Oh, man. All right, so I got fucking I got banned from Twitter again. Not permanently, but I have my 729th Twitter ban going on right now. I said some mean things, you know. I'm always doing that. I try to be a nice guy, you know. I try to be a nice person. I try to say the nice things. I try to be friendly and affable and, you know, reasonable and get along with everybody and be the diplomat, be the scholar. But unfortunately, it seems like oftentimes I just can't quite fucking get there. And I come across like a fucking angry asshole for some damn reason, even though, of course, I'm nothing like that, right? So here's what I did. Here's the thing. Here's got me in some trouble there. I'll tell you guys off so you see this shit a little better. But so this guy, or I guess it could be a girl, I don't know, probably a dude. Ripaverse Goalposts says the Amazing Eighth has a message for Nerdrotics, right? And then Nerdrotic says, who the fuck is that? And I said, the guy who created the genre you're grifting in, you faggoty nerd bitch. Because, you know. And then I guess that was too mean. I got a little strike for that.
You know, I actually got 4 strikes when I said that. Some of them actually were from tweets that dated back to like 2010. So I guess I not only pissed off Nerdrotic, but I guess I pissed off some of his fans. And at least one decided to go back and find some other stuff they could report me for. And so they even found stuff back in 2010 to get me. And so, yeah, I had 4 tweets taken down, and my account got suspended for 7 days. So, ouch. And now I can't respond to nobody on Twitter no more. I can't be mean to no one on Twitter anymore. You know, it's kind of rude. Ann Prim Paul gave me $20. Says, make fun of me, TJ. I can't make fun of someone who gave me $20. That's just rude. Too rude for me. I'm a nice person. So anyway, I figured I'd go and look at some of the tweets that I'm not allowed to respond to, but maybe I would if I was able. So here's this was highlighted, by the way, by Dreamleaf. This is titled "Shot Chaser." Yeah. So here's the shot. This is a screen cap of a Lauren Boebert tweet. She says, "Sometimes a meme says it best. Map showing the only place my taxes should go." And then it's just America. Not even Alaska and Hawaii, though. Just the fucking continental U.S. I don't want to see... I'm surprised she included California, to be honest with you. I'm surprised that's not fucking cut out, too. But this is all she wants her money to go to. The U.S. of A. Here's the chaser. You ready for the chaser? Another Lauren Boebert tweet. Despite the best efforts of the squad, the Iron Dome has been funded. America will always stand with Israel. Oh, yeah. Make sure you could see Israel. Israel. Wait a minute now. Says you only want our tax dollars to go to America, but then you also seem to want it to go to Israel. I guess maybe you should have rethought this meme a little bit. Have a little picture of Israel over here in the corner. Not Alaska or Hawaii. Fuck those. Maybe a little Israel, you know? You gotta love that shit, right? Israel, the 51st state. Yeah, maybe you just can't see Israel because it's on the other side of the globe, right? Like if this globe rotated, we'd see Israel floating there in the sea as well. Yeah, conservatives contradicting themselves. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? So here's someone complained about The Last of Us. Last of Us episode 7 was another flashback episode that did nothing to move the plot forward. 2 filler episodes in a 9-episode season. Tiskety, tisk, task, tisk, my friends. I mean, like, come on. You know what I mean? 2 fucking filler episodes in a 9-episode season. Remember how character motivation, world building, and character backstory is filler now? You know what I mean? Like, oh, and what a coincidence that the 2 filler episodes happen to also be the 2 gay romance episodes. Huh. I wonder if that's one of those coincidences I keep hearing so much about, right? Yeah, what the fuck is character development? What is that? Who ever heard of such a thing? Oh, fleshing out the character's motivations and showing what impels them to make the decisions they do? Nah. Fuck that filler noise. Do something cool. Shoot somebody or something, you know? Like, oh man. Yeah, I mean, like, can you imagine? Like, I didn't know the standard. I didn't know that I mean, like, I guess you could make a half-baked case that the episode that featuring the gay romance between the two guys, the Nick Offerman guy and whoever the fucking other guy was, showing that you could maybe make an argument it was filler because those dudes, you know, their story ends with them both, I mean, spoiler alert, dying. So that's, you know, and they don't really do anything in the series moving forward from there. So I guess you could say maybe that's filler. I would consider it kind of like world building and pretty thematically appropriate, considering that the whole show is kind of about forging human connections in this like very dark apocalyptic world. But, you know, hey, whatever. But this one concerns one of the two main characters, like showing the backstory and like a pivotal like life event of one of the main characters in the story, arguably the main character in the story. That somehow is filler. Like, what? How the fuck does that work? Okay. And I guess, you know, here's Pim Tool. This is not the only time we'll see Tim tonight, but this is something I saw on Twitter, so that's what we're doing here. But here's him on Twitter talking about this very same thing. Let's take a listen, see what kind of insight Tim has into the whole situation.
Friends, and I guess this guy's been alone for 2 years, so he's desperate. They end up having a gay relationship. The guy actually says, who's straight, that he's never been with a guy before, only with girls. And then they end up in a gay relationship. They actually show a gay sex scene. It's not graphic or anything, but it's like, okay, I guess, you know, not.
Okay, I guess. I mean, I jerked off to it, you know? I mean, it was okay. I had a little fap and stuff. And I mean, it was a beautiful love story about forging, you know, human connection in the darkest of times and how, you know, maybe, you know, the capacity to find love and, you know, with your fellow human beings is, you know, maybe that transcends even the most dire of circumstances and says something about the human condition or something. And I don't know, maybe that's like the whole theme of the fucking show or something. I don't know, but dude, Tim Pool is such a goddamn chuckle fuck son of a bitch. If he ever does re-extend the invitation for me to come on his show, I'm gonna fucking start by tearing that dumbass beanie off his head. That's gonna be the first thing we do. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna take his fucking beanie, and we're gonna talk like that.
For me, but the issue, I suppose, is they could have done the romance of the two men, fine, but they didn't have to make it so like punching you in the face over and over again. Look.
That's what it was. Remember that? You know, it just felt like every time I saw those two gay men on screen like that, being romantic with each other and caring about each other and being supportive and loving to each other, it was the equivalent of just like being punched in the fucking face. Ah! Like, what's wrong with you, dude? You got some fucking issues, Tim. I mean, it's coming from the guy wearing the crown, okay? It's coming from the guy with the crown and the eyeshadow and shit. Like, you got some problems, man. You got some weird shit. What are you hiding under that beanie? I used to think it was just a bald head, but I think there's something weirder going on. I think there's some kind of like, are we gonna see like some kind of like alien at a fucking control station piloting your body? Are we gonna see some like kind of like nightmarish ratatouille rat that's pulling your hair to control you like a marionette? Like, what's going on over there, Tim? The world deserves to know. I'm tearing that fucking beanie off your head. If it's the last goddamn thing I do. I don't care if your team of security fucking shoots me dead afterwards. I'm gonna reveal the truth. I'm gonna reveal what's going on under that goddamn that goddamn beanie, because it's something horrible. It's something nightmarish.
I know the response. They're going to say they do shows all the time where straight couples bang, and it's like Game of Thrones.
That wasn't even the response. The response was, it's weird that you feel like seeing a gay couple is like being punched in the face. That's weird. I don't care. I'm not even going to do the tit for tat like they show straight, blah, blah, blah. Because, I mean, they do. Fair point, I guess. But that wasn't my initial reaction. Tim the Pool Man Taylor, huh? Cool.
Thrones had both, you know, like it had, you know, but like out of all of the episodes of Game of Thrones, it doesn't feel like.
All right. Well, for some reason, there was like a little power outage for a second there. Hopefully that won't happen again. Anyway, back to what I was doing, which is this.
Like 30% of the show. It had all the time where straight couples bang, and it's like Game of Thrones had both.
Straight couples bang. Is that all you care about? Is just the banging, by the way? Like, nothing else they did in that entire relationship meant anything to you as a viewer watching the show? You're just like, huh, they banged. Interesting. I mean, personally, I think it was a bit gratuitous. How they really just punched us in the face with it. But okay.
You know, like it had, you know, but like out of all of the episodes of Game of Thrones, it doesn't feel like 30% of the show was dedicated to gay relationships.
Oh, no. A different show chose to do something different with a different subject matter. Holy shit. Weird.
I guess my point is like, there's the relationship between Joel and Tess. Tess is dead. And that's like heterosexual, normal, whatever. And then the rest of the show, you actually just have, for the most part, a lot of relationships, and a lot of them are gay. You know?
Oh, man. Pretty scary stuff, huh? Like, what's going on there, you know? Pretty creepy.
You know what I mean? Here's my point. I'll watch.
Here's my point. I don't have a point.
The show. I don't care about it. I understand that people say, like, you know, a friend of mine who's gay said that she wanted to watch a show that, like, related to her. And I'm like, oh, that I respect, you know. Clearly, I've got shows that I can watch where the...
Okay. So is that it? Is that it? All that just for you to arrive at the conclusion of like, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense that gay people want to watch stuff that, you know, represents them sometimes too, I guess. I guess that makes sense, you know? Huh. And what was all that shit before that for then? Okay.
There's like heterosexual couples. I'll make one for you. The only point I'm bringing up is...
Do it.
It's a little heavy. That's the point. It's like very, very heavy.
So fucking what? So what? I mean, like, it's been light in so many fucking properties. Fucking for the majority of cinematic and television history. It's been light to non-existent. So, you know, I don't know. It's kind of cool that it's heavy.
They could have had them like hold hands or something. All they did really was like kiss, and that's like a theme of the show. But it just feels really...
Oh, man, you know, I'm okay with that, like, tokenistic, like, maybe they hold hands or something, but, like, focusing on it so much, it just, like, makes me humanize them in a really uncomfortable way that challenges my biases and bigotry. And I'm just not into that kind of shit, man, you know? Like, ugh, don't do that, show.
When they do stuff like this, it is meant to push an ideology or narrative instead of tell a story. That's the problem I have with it.
No, you're such a dumbass fuck. There's no, I mean, you're the one putting a political dimension to it. They're just trying to tell a goddamn love story. It happens to be a gay one. Then you decide, oh man, there's a political dimension to this because for me, gays are an issue. Well, they're not a fucking issue. They shouldn't have to be an issue. No one should have to live their life as fodder for your stupid ass fucking politics. You dumb beanie wearing fucking fruitcake piece of shit. As far as I'm concerned, you're fucking gayer than anything that has ever happened on The Last of Us. But you're not cool 2023 gay. You're lame ass 90s gay. Back when it was a pejorative that just meant you're a little wussy sissy bitch boy. And I don't mean any of that in a good way either, you know? I mean that, like, you look very punchable, and I'm pretty sure that it would be fun to punch you in the face. That's what I'm really saying, okay? There you go. Invite me on your show. Uh-huh. This one pisses me off. Fuck Kirk graffiti spotted outside UC Santa Barbara ahead of Charlie Kirk event. So now
I gotta fucking be caught in the crossfire of this shit. I'm going about my day, minding my own fucking business, trying to just live my best life, you know? And I gotta fucking walk past this fuck Kirk shit. And it's like, hey, what did I do? The fuck did I do? And then I find out it wasn't something I did. It was something my cousin Charlie Kirk did. You know, he's out there talking his weird shit, talking about how witches have cursed him or whatever the fuck nonsense it is this week. And then I got to fucking deal with the backlash. I'm also kind of curious why, if you're going to just show me graffiti that clearly reads fuck Kirk, why do you censor it down here? F asterisk asterisk at K Kirk. But meanwhile, I can look up a few fucking inches and see the word fuck in all of its glory. So I don't know. Don't really get it. And then finally, I saw this this thread talking about some Harry Potter shit, and I decided, you know, I want to commentate on this. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. So there's no good reason in the Harry Potter universe for magic to be kept secret from Muggles. Any moral character in that setting should be calling to end the divide so magic can be used to help wider society. The fact that it is never addressed is an embarrassing oversight. It's made clear in the series that magic can only be cast by those who are born magical, but it's also made clear that magic still works on Muggles. Let's think about that. Let's think about just a few applications it could have for people in wider society. Magic could be used to create fully functional prosthetics that can move / used by the wearer as if they were a real body part. This power is hoarded by an elite society you can only get into by being born into it. Magic can seemingly be used as a source of free renewable energy. Magic is shown to have countless medical applications, including the treatment of serious injuries. Lockhart attempts to cure Harry's broken arm with a spell. He fails, but in the attempt, it implies that it is at least possible. Magic can be used for instant fast travel. Imagine this power wasn't secret, and for example, major hospitals had paramedics who were not only capable of medical magic, but could also instantly appear in your location and respond to an emergency call. Magic can be used to create livable spaces that are bigger on the inside. This could have major implications for creating affordable housing, particularly in high-density population areas. Wizards have several forms of fast travel that, as far as we're aware, could be used as alternatives to cars and blah, blah, blah. I think you guys get the idea of this, right? It goes on for quite some time. But here's my thing about this. First of all, why the fuck would the wizarding world ever want to help our stupid asses? Because, like, you get the power of magic, and then you find out you got to use it to help a bunch of fucking non-magic plebs do shit. Fuck that. I get the power to, I'm magical. It's like, you better fucking start building houses for everybody and going around curing everybody. Like, fuck that noise. Who the fuck wants that? What if the wizard population represents like 1 in fucking, I don't know, 600 people or 1 in 1,000 people, or even maybe it's even lower than that. What if it's like 1 in 10,000, 1 in fucking 50,000, some crazy fucking like super fringe minority? Is that fucking demographic of people supposed to spend their every waking minute fucking doing shit for the rest of us? I mean, not only that, let's be real here. We'd fucking kill these goddamn wizards if we knew about them. Like, look at what we do to just people like, your skin's a different color. Your gender identity is weird. You have sex with people that, you know, I don't approve of, or whatever. Like, we've come up with like the most ridiculous little differences we'll hate a person for. You don't think we would fucking despise and fear and revile a group of people that could literally do magic? We would fucking loathe them. It would be fucking war. It would literally be war. Because there would be some contingent of people like, we can't trust them. It'd be like the mutants in X-Men, basically. Like, they're too powerful. They pose too much of a threat to us. We must stop them. So, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's freaking stupid. You know, I get what you're saying. I get that there is maybe, like, you could talk about, like, what sort of moral obligation would the wizarding world have to the human world, but, or I guess the muggle world. But, at the end of the day, I think human bigotry is too powerful, and it's not fair to expect that, such a small percentage of people have to, do all of the innovating. And by the way, wouldn't it kind of stunt innovation? Like, would we have really come up with the technologies that we have if we had wizards to come and just do that shit for us? It would make us at best case scenario, we would be totally reliant on a bunch of like bedraggled wizards that are like, fuck. Can you guys stop reproducing already? This is horrible. Or the worst case scenario is we would just be like openly in conflict with them. So I don't agree with this. Anyway, let's what is this? TJ, are you aware of these chud memes? Apparently the online right is seemingly embracing the label and think gold star lesbians are interested in them. What? What happened? What is going on? I'm scared. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure what any of that means, but you can feel free to send them to me. So this was weird. I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like I need to get to the bottom of this. You're a Magneto sympathizer. I outright go for. Magneto's the hero of X. He's clearly right. Like, who the fuck else is right? Charles? Fuck no. Like, that's stupid. I don't know what's going on with this. This dude, I guess, doesn't like Nina Turner. But I feel like this has to be bullshit. This has to be like some kind of hyperbole or something. Because I just can't imagine Nina Turner going MAGA. But this guy is saying, after being rejected by black and Jewish voters in Ohio twice, Nina Turner has gone full MAGA. So, I don't know. Let's see what that's all about.
And then just one more point. Yeah. For the neoliberals who say that the residents of that area deserve what they are getting because they voted for President Donald J. Trump, it is abhorrent. This is about poverty. This is about poor, working class, white people who are enduring some of the same things that poor, working class, black people endure, whether it's Flint, Cleveland, or Jackson, Mississippi. And so I want to lay it out. The cultist behavior in politics right now, it is a sin and a shame that when people are suffering to this magnitude, you got people who will fix their mouths, to quote my grandmother, to say that they are getting what they deserve. What they deserve is clean air, clean food, clean water. They deserve relief, both in the short term and also in the long term. And then just one.
Oh, that was, wait, that was Nina Turner? Are you sure that wasn't Trump himself? What the fuck was that? Saying that poor people need food and shit? What the? Oh, no. Wait, so because she in a clip said that the people in it's Palestine, right? It's not pronounced Palestine. It's Palestine or something like that. Anyway, the people who live there deserve to be taken care of. And like, people shouldn't be like, well, they voted for Trump, so they have it coming. That doesn't make her MAGA. By the way, consider me firmly in the camp of people who I'm not a neoliberal, but I will say that you vote for a politician like Trump, you kind of do got it coming. But then again, it's not like Biden's been any different. So I guess you got it coming no matter which of the two major parties you vote for at the end of the fucking day. I guess we all have it coming by even allowing this horrible, nightmarish world to continue like this, when I feel like, yeah, humanity, we could do better than this. That's the real tragedy here. Humanity could do better than what we've done. We just, for some reason, choose not to. Or I guess we tell ourselves the lie that it's impossible. No way, this is the best we could do. I don't think it is, but I don't feel like that was a MAGA talking point. Kind of weird. Oh, there's a whole thread down here, too. I told you so. CNN guest snaps on air over Democrats ignoring suffering of Americans in East Palestine because they voted for Trump. Admits quiet part out loud. Okay. So because this guy retweeted her. I guess this dude is like probably some kind of conservative who's like, this fits with our narrative kind of. So basically, any talking point that you make, no matter how true, if a right-winger latches onto it, you are now a MAGA chud from now until the end of time. Nina Turner's animosity towards the Democratic Party is alarming. Is it? The Democratic Party sucks. So that's what's going on here. This guy, Greg, and I should have known he was a piece of shit when I fucking saw his name was Greg. Because really, there's no fucking decent human being named Greg. The only name worse than Greg is Craig, which is like the downgraded evolution of Greg. Basically, Craig evolves up into Greg, but it's like shit evolving into a turd. You know what I mean? Or a turd evolving into shit. So, this guy's some kind of weird Democratic Party loyalist, which, by the way, I can't even believe those are still a thing. Like, why? Who's just mad that Nina Turner won't toe the establishment Democrat line. Like, this dude's got to be some kind of shill or a bot or just like a total dipshit, right? By the way, I'm sorry if your name is Greg or Craig, okay? I'm not sorry to you. I'm sorry for you. I pity you is what I'm saying. Change your fucking name. You know, if you are unfortunate enough to have parents so stupid that they decided to name you Craig or Greg, just change the fucking name. It's available to you. When the judge asks why you want to change your name, just say, I hate my fucking name. They name me Greg, for fuck's sake. I mean, literally, I used to use the word Craig to reprimand my dog Salvador when he did something bad. I'd be like, no, Sal, that's bad. That's Craig. That's Craig. Did you see the rumor that Andrew Tate has lung cancer? Guess all those cigars did not help. I mean, we're not that lucky, dude. Come on. You should know. You should know we're not lucky enough for that to actually be true.
And at a dinner for the Ohio Democratic Party, President Clinton said everybody else's name but mine.
How dare he did you like Sylvester Stallone did Ryan Coogler?
This is the exclusive because I've never told this story publicly. We made no demands of the president. And the symbol of President Obama is a beautiful thing, but what did that get us collectively? The fix was...
So basically, this guy is like, making cogent criticisms of the Democratic Party is a no-no. Like, she didn't... Green Party spoiler, Jill Stein is enthusiastic. Oh, wait. So you're mad at her now because she supported Jill Stein in 2016, and that helped elect Donald Trump president? I hate these people who just act like you're not allowed to vote third party. You're not allowed to not vote. You're not allowed to vote third party. You're not allowed to vote Republican, of course. The only fucking action you are allowed to engage in is blind support for the Democratic fucking Party. And anything short of that is just like, you're just like tantamount to treason. You basically, like, any vote for anybody other than whoever the Democratic Party puts up is a vote for the Republican, no matter how fucking regressive they are. Now, look, I do believe there are many instances where you do have to fucking plug your nose and vote for the lesser of two evils, quote unquote. But, like, honestly, lately, it's kind of hard to even pick out a lesser of two evils. But if it comes down to it, if you got one politician that's like, kill all the trannies, and you got another one that's like, I don't think we should do that. Okay, I guess I know who I'm fucking voting for, but, like, I'm not going to be enthusiastic about some fucking corporate shill piece of shit just because he stands or she stands on the opposite end of, like, some dumb culture war divide that really only exists to make it seem like there's a significant difference between these two fucking parties. Because the only fucking shit they really profoundly disagree on is culture war shit. Shit that doesn't actually affect the bottom line of the ruling class, strangely enough. Because you know what? A billionaire can be a billionaire whether trans people have rights or they're fucking being marched into camps. Doesn't fucking affect Jeff Bezos's money. Doesn't affect fucking Warren Buffett's money. But when it comes to, like, things that could actually, like, the policies of Bernie Sanders, even someone who's just moderately left, like Bernie Sanders, that would actually take a bite out of the fortunes of these fuckers, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, now, wait a minute. This is communism, right? This is fucking insane. But somehow the crazy, frothing at the mouth, anti-trans, anti-gay politician, that's not too crazy for American politics, but fucking raising taxes on the wealthy, holy shit. You're a lunatic. You're obviously some kind of madman. Jill Stein was associated with, oh my God, all these people. Oh yeah. After Trump was elected, he did this. I am continuing to get rid of costly and unnecessary regulations. Much work left to do, but effect will be great. Business and jobs will grow. It says Trump rolls back train braking rule meant to keep oil tankers from exploding near communities. Right. So yeah, you know what? Trump did do that, and you can rightly blame Trump for that, but you also have to fucking take note of the fact that it's not like Biden or the Democrats in Congress, reversed that at any point and said like, hey, let's bring that back. They never did that. And let's not act like Biden didn't fucking squash the labor movement of rail workers who were trying to get better treatment, lesser hours, better compensation, better benefits. Like, I don't know if if them getting their demands would have contributed to something like this not happening. But it seems to me that a bunch of like happy, content, well-fed, well-paid employees probably do a better job than a bunch of fucking disgruntled people who are like, fuck, we're not happy at all. So, like, I feel like, while I do think it's fair to say the majority of the blame is on Trump, I don't think it's fair to let the Democrats completely off the hook on this one either. Here is Nina Turner agreeing with Killer Mike after he called civil rights leader Congressman James Clyburn stupid. Well, I don't know who James Clyburn, I kind of know who James Clyburn is. I don't know if he's stupid or not, but I know that Killer Mike is usually pretty on point on this shit, so yeah. Every time I've ever heard Killer Mike talk, I've usually agreed with what he had to say. So if a motherfucker says James Clyburn's stupid, I'm going to fucking go along with it. Can we talk about Nina Turner being an anti-Semite? Because she's against AIPAC? Yeah, okay, I hate to tell you this, but Israel is a fucked up place that has basically an apartheid state. Even Jewish friends of mine who are pro-Israel will admit that there are serious fucking social problems in Israel. And I have a fucking Jewish friend that lives in New York that will pretty much fess up that Israel's an apartheid state, even though at the time she said that, she was working for a pro-Israeli charity group. So, and had been to Israel. But even that person could say to themselves like, hey, just because I have some ties to Israel, just because I'm pro-Israel, doesn't mean I have to accept everything Israel does. And AIPAC is a 100% pro-Israel lobby that controls shit tons of American politicians, including Lauren Boebert. I'm not saying that they're the only foreign country that has its interest ensnared in American interests. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is another one that has huge influence in the U.S. China, for the longest time, did. Obviously, that relationship's a little bit on the rocks, but for a long time, Chinese interests and American interests intersected in a lot of big ways, especially Chinese business interests and American business interests. Now you're starting to see that relationship get a little more rocky, but yeah. Even the black clergy from Ohio spoke out against Nina Turner. So wait. So let's hear what's going on here. Okay, I guess let's not, because it won't play, but still. The only Israelis I've heard speak on this subject are against the apartheid in Israel. Right. I think most people who look honestly at what's going on in Israel have to admit that it's pretty fucked up. Even people who are pro-Israel have to admit that is pretty fucked up. And people who are not willing to admit that, I think are, I don't know, like they're either just willfully evil and they just don't care about human rights whatsoever, or they have embraced some frame of reasoning that holds to Jewish supremacy, or there's some kind of radical Christian sect that thinks that the Jews have to be in control of Israel in order to bring about the end times, or they're just flat out sociopathic, or they're just straight up like total Islamophobic. And I say that as someone who's perfectly willing to criticize Islam ideologically, but certainly there are people whose criticisms of Islam go beyond the ideological and go to the racial. And I hate how a lot of these people, and then the same thing happens. You criticize Israel, you're labeled an anti-Semite. Let's be clear here. I don't have any problem with Jewish people. I have a problem with the state of Israel. Let's be clear here. I don't have a problem with Middle Eastern or Arabic people. I have a problem with Islam, just like I have a problem with Christianity, just like I have a problem with any religious institution, any sort of supernatural mumbo jumbo dogma bullshit that thinks it can control your destiny because it's got the inside, track on what God wants. I'm against all of that shit. But constantly, criticism for Israel is lumped in with racist hatred of, Middle Eastern, Arabic, or, other racial groups that are tethered to Islam. And that constantly criticism of Israel is likened to anti-Semitism or hatred of Jewish people or belief in some sort of Jewish conspiracy. And that's fucking stupid. Can we please stop that? And Nina Turner is not a fucking MAGA supporter, all right? I do think that I'll criticize to some extent. I think that when you look at people who vote for Trump and then Trump deregulates trains, deregulates the very regulations that are designed to prevent something like what happened in East Palestine from happening, and then it happens there, and then he shows up, and they're all like, yay, Trump, woo, you're so great. Yeah, I gotta kind of say to myself, these people are kind of being fucking stupid. Because this is the guy that's probably the most principally responsible for what you're going through right now. And here you are sucking his fucking dick. So, yeah, I can see that point. And I don't think you have to be a neo-lib to make that point. But I also see her point, that it's like you can't write those people off just because they're stupid. They still deserve, like, the same basic amenities and respects that any fucking other group of people in America deserve. Like, just like the people of Flint deserve but don't have clean drinking water, the people of East Palestine should not be subject to horrible chemicals. And if that does happen, they should be, treated medically, and they should be evacuated and shown a cleaner, safer place to live, all on the government dime. That's something that should happen. And I don't care if they supported Trump. Like, maybe, as you take them from that horrible place and you put them up somewhere else that's cleaner and better, and you take care of their medical treatments, maybe somewhere in all of that you mention to them, hey, the reason this happened is because that big orange imbecile, all right? Just so you know, this is mostly his fault. Maybe you just let them know. Maybe they'll have a little bit of fucking doubt the next time they fucking see one of these Republican assholes. But instead, we want to have the politics of absolute vindictiveness, where it's like, nope, you motherfuckers voted for Trump, so you're on your fucking own. But really, it's just an excuse, because whether you vote Democrat or Republican, you're always on your fucking own in this country if something goes wrong. Fucking ask it to the people of Flint, Michigan, or Jackson, fucking Mississippi. They're on their own. And those are fucking mostly Democratic fucking voting areas. So, what's the excuse for not helping those people out? Anyway,
Fucking ridiculous bullshit. What are you going to do? Ridiculous.
In that little Jurassic Park video was simple.
Sorry, I'm having to re-upload all my shit. I mean, not re-upload, but you know, you don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna take a look at this AI animation in a second. I also have the Scott Adams stuff. I'll look at that. And we're also going to look at this Hershey boycott that the right wing is doing. We're going to look at a Tim Pool video addressing that. Let's see. Open image in new tab. There we go. And I also have something special for you. Something real special. Read Daniel DeLeon's Reform or Revolution speech. The difference between reformists and revolutionists is similar to liberals and progressives. Yeah, that makes sense. Pro tip, if you believe people should suffer because of who they voted for, you're a ghoul. I mean, look, I think it kind of depends on their reasons for the way they voted, too. You know, I mean, if someone voted for a politician because of like racially charged rhetoric or something, I'm a lot less inclined to give a shit about that person than I am someone who voted because of some sort of like economic policy and they just weren't adequately fucking aware of this or that or the other thing. But like, you know, what's not recognized on both sides of the aisle is that not everyone who votes Republican or Democrat is really a super loyalist to those parties. There's lots of fucking people who vote Republican because they think it's the lesser of two evils. There's lots of people who vote Democrat because they think it's the lesser of two evils. You know, and really, a lot of times these people would find that they don't really have all that much different between them. They just happen to have fallen for the trap of one party or the other. So it's not like every fucking everybody who votes Republican is like a frothing, seething fucking hate monger. They're just like, I hate gays, I hate lesbians, I hate trans, I hate single mothers, I hate welfare queens, I hate this. And it's not like, they're not all like that. I admit there are plenty that are, and obviously fucking have some scorn for those motherfuckers, but there's lots of people that are just like hapless fucking dipshits that think like the Republicans is better for the economy and I'm gonna have more money in my pocket because they're gonna lower my taxes, you know, just some shit like that, you know. And I'm not saying and if you fucking brought up a lot of the hateful rhetoric to them, they'd just be like, well, that does suck, but I'm sure they're not really gonna do anything about that stuff, you know. I'm not fucking making excuses for anybody here. I'm just saying, like, not everybody who fucking drinks the fucking red or the blue Kool-Aid is fucking 100% in the cult, okay? Like, a lot of people in this country are just settling for fucking what they know is bullshit because they think the other bullshit is just a little bit worse. I don't care. Stupidity on that level is just as bad as evil. I mean, at the end of the day, you're kind of right, because I mean, it kind of adds up to the same. But really, like, what are any of us doing to really upset that paradigm? Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, there's nothing that I've heard anyone advocate that really fucking upsets the apple cart or upturns the apple cart, because either it's like, all right, plug your nose, vote Republican. Plug your nose, vote Democrat. Vote third party. Don't vote. And, like, none of those really fucking change shit. I don't think that, like, I'm going to keep voting for Democrats because the Republicans are worse. Okay, well, the Democrats stay in power and they're shit. I'm going to keep voting for Republicans because the Democrats are worse. Okay, Republicans stay in power and they're shit. I'm going to bounce back and forth. Okay. Like, not much really changes there. You know, like I said, most of the difference between those two parties is like on social issues at this point. Economically and foreign policy wise, they're pretty fucking similar.
Maybe not exactly identical, but pretty goddamn similar. Like when it comes to issues like support for Israel, support for Saudi Arabia, pretty much the same fucking party. When it comes to issues like how stringently should Wall Street be regulated, it's like, I think they should be regulated this much. Well, I think they should be regulated this much. So clearly a fucking huge difference there. You know, and every time you see, I mean, like sometimes you'll see a candidate come up that has like a more significant difference, like a Bernie Sanders, but does he get the fucking nomination of the party? Fuck no. You know, so it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day, does it? Wish me luck on my job interview tomorrow. Peace the fuck out. Hope you get it, man. I hope it works out for you. But you know, you decide like I'm gonna vote third party. Well, the third party never wins. In fact, you just end up getting blamed anyway. Like, oh, you voted third party. It's your fault such and such won. Because you could have voted for my person. It's like, Or, I'm not going to vote. I'm just going to stay home. Like, who wins? Who won? Who won as a result of you staying home? A Democrat or a Republican, right? So it's like, no matter what you do, the duopoly keeps on chugging along. And it's like, I feel like so many people are just crossing their fingers waiting for the collapse. Like, man, we're going to fix it once the collapse happens, then we'll rebuild. Like, they're literally the true build back better crowd. Like, once the collapse happens, we'll build back better. It's like, how come no one's talking about any sort of, like, plan to, I don't know, change this paradigm? Escape the fucking two-party fucking gridlock. I don't think anyone has that plan. That's why no one talks about it. It's literally, we're just like, I guess this is the best we could fucking do. Is it? Is it really? I don't know. When I think about all of the things humanity has achieved, and I go around and I talk to the people that I know, and I see, you know, the things that we've done creatively and artistically and technologically and all these things. It kind of makes me feel like, goddamn, I think we probably could do better than this, guys. I think we could do at least a little better than what we got. I think we could make some fucking improvements to this. But hey, I don't know. Maybe my naivete is showing. I like Carlin's take on non-voters. I do too. And you know, when it comes to these elections, sometimes I vote, sometimes I don't. You know, I don't know. I don't really have a fucking hard stance on it. You know, it just kind of depends. I just look at what's going on. I figure out, like, is there any fucking compelling reason for me to fucking participate in this election? Is there any reason for me to think there's going to be any real difference between these two fucks? And, you know, sometimes I find there is enough of a difference, and sometimes I find there isn't. And, you know, usually even when I find there is, it's pretty fucking marginal. Humanity is in its infancy. Well, if that's true, then we're at fucking... We're under imminent threat of fucking crib death at this point. All right, let's talk about AI in animation. TJ, forgetting the lessons that Carlin told us. American politicians are the result of the American people. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. You know, I think Carlin kind of had this inference that it's because the people are too stupid and short-sighted to really put someone better up. But I don't think that's really what's going on. I feel like people have literally been just like castrated, brainwashed, and beaten into submission by the system. And, you know, tricked by propaganda into thinking like this is the only path forward. This is the only way it could be done. I don't know. Maybe they are just too stupid. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree thinking that the populace could do better than what we've done. But I feel like the fact that so many people have checked out and so many people have to plug their nose to vote for these politicians means there is enough discontent out there that if we ever decided to get our shit together, we could. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that I am. And I'm certainly not holding my breath for things to get better. All right. Let's talk about this AI animation here, all right? So this is This guy says the folks at Corridor Digital combined Stable Diffusion, Dream Booth, and DaVinci Resolve for their AI-powered anime, and the results are incredible. In-fucking credible. Let's see. 1, 2, 3! Shout! All right. So, saying, let's first, I don't know, we can look at the criticism of this first of all. So here is an article that says Corridor Crew's AI video is a moral betrayal of everything animation stands for. So here's what they say. AI is going to change everything. The rate at which the likes of writing, animation, music, and a myriad of other art forms fueled by human creativity are already becoming phased out thanks to complacent mimicry is heartbreaking to see. It's a development we must pay attention to if we hope to prevent it from decimating the careers and livelihoods of millions. But as major YouTube channels, bands, and celebrities strive to show the ignorant masses' potential, that cause is bound to lose amidst all the noise. I have several friends and colleagues who have spent their lives honing their skills as actors, artists, or writers, and now corporations will latch on to the dystopian idea of using AI to regurgitate hollow clones of their work that lack all emotion and soul that allows art to resonate with us in the first place. We are responding to a canvas filled with deceitful lies, depending on the collective works of others to conjure up something that means anything. But as society shifts towards a desire for more content, regardless of its source, I fear for the day when this becomes normalized and the average consumer never even thinks to question it. Enter the Corridor Crew, a YouTube channel boasting millions of subscribers that specializes in the art of visual effects across film, television, and animation. Many of its videos feature professional VFX artists reacting to good and bad examples of the craft, or a group of passionate producers trying to conjure up a dream project with minimal resources. The channel has garnered a following because, at least on the surface, it understands that hard work and ingenuity required to compete in such a field, likely encouraging young people to try their hand at things and perhaps one day even break into the industry. Sadly, a recent trend across its videos involves the implementation of AI as it uses popular programs and text prompts to produce pieces of work from nothing. It's gross and goes against the ideology this channel has operated on for years. You constantly provide a platform for people who have worked in the visual effects field for decades, only to then make videos that bastardizes their work in ways that might eventually put them out on the streets. It continues to blow my mind how ignorant some of the larger channels are, clouded by their own privilege to such an obscene degree that they fail to see exactly where this artificial road is taking us. Students in school right now studying animation or concept art, or children that have already ignited their own spark of creativity, will have their chances at success snuffed out because a computer is doing all the work for them. Not thanks to an ingenious new algorithm or world-changing development, but programs that bastardize the existing work of artists and writers to create Frankenstein facsimiles that will eventually put the original creators out of work. All right, so here's a few things I have to say about this line of thinking. First of all, the idea that there is like some stunning originality going on in the works generated by human beings, like, come on. So much of what we have seen is so fucking derivative at this point. Like, if we were living in some golden age of human creativity, maybe these sentiments would make sense. But like, literally the movies that are coming out are paint by numbers. The shows on television, by and large, are paint by numbers or reality show garbage. You know, everything has become so consolidated. In fact, you know, I feel like the people, especially on the left, have kind of brought a lot of this on themselves with their fucking, like, hot to trot to cancel everybody who's controversial. Because you know what? You decided that every fucking artist out there was too much of a liability because they fucking have some kind of weird politics or weird proclivities that make you uncomfortable. And so fuck them, they're canceled, boo. But then this AI shit comes along and you're like, whoa, what happened to human creativity? It's like, you killed it, you stupid fuck. You killed it. When you decided that no human being was fucking morally pure enough to create your content, guess what? They found a machine to do it. Because the AI doesn't have any weird beliefs. The AI doesn't have any weird sexual proclivities that you might not agree with. The AI doesn't have some political agenda you don't like. It's just a fucking cold, unfeeling fucking machine. And by the way, when you actually go and look at the process by which these people created this, like, yeah, it involves a lot of shortcuts, but like when you look at the amount of work they put in,
that weird puppet.
It's pretty clear that they didn't just fucking tell a machine to go ahead and make this. Like, they needed a green screen, they needed costuming, they needed fucking art direction, they needed the fucking technology to do all this shit. Like, the idea that they just like, oh, well, I'll press a few buttons and voila, a fully realized animation just emerged out of nowhere. Even if they did do that, wouldn't this technology by necessity unlock the creativity of the average person? Couldn't if we had the technology to just input some basic parameters and generate any content we wanted to, how would that be anything less than fucking amazing? Because that means that you or me or anybody could create something exactly to our specifications, exactly what we want to see. The technology is not there yet, and it's going to be a long fucking time before it is, in my opinion. At least a decade or 2 or 3. But we're not there yet. At this point, there are still artists that have to go through a process to create something. AI is a tool that helps them do that. And if you want to use that tool, awesome. If you don't want to use that tool, awesome. If you like the AI-generated stuff, awesome. If you don't like the AI-generated stuff, awesome. You as a consumer can make whatever fucking choice you want. You as an artist can make whatever fucking choice you want. I'm tired of this fucking end of the world narrative over this shit. You know, last I checked, there's still artists. They're still drawing stuff. There's still animators. They're still animating stuff. There's still writers. They're still writing stuff. Yeah, now there's AI that can do it too. So fucking what? If you're so easily discouraged that competition from a fucking algorithm can make you just go, well, fuck it, I guess it's pointless, then you were never all that passionate to fucking begin with, you fucking crybaby. Shut up. I'm tired of this fucking... It's soulless. Okay, it's soulless. Don't watch it. Don't support it. Don't give a shit about it. Who fucking cares? Anyway. By the way, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book right now. You know what, guys? When I saw ChatGPT could write now, did I just go like, well, I guess fuck my novel. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I'm not even gonna bother writing it anymore. No. I'm still fucking writing the thing. Slowly, but surely, I'm writing the fucking thing. Do you sound like you're scared of AI replacing him? I'm really not. And you know what? If AI did replace me, good for it. You know, if I'm obsolete, if the fucking AI can do the job better than me, then fuck me. Get me out of here. But you know what? At the end of the day, the AI is never really going to be able to do my job better than me because it doesn't really have a point of view. It doesn't really have any emotion backing it up. Now, you know what? If it can fake it to such a degree that you can't fucking tell the difference, then I guess the joke's on me. But at the end of the day, I'm a fucking human being. You know I'm a human being. You know that I'm fucking whatever I am. So who cares? I'm writing a book too, a real book. AI can't make art. I agree that, I mean, AI in and of itself cannot make art happen. AI can't just fucking with no input from a human being create art. That's why it's important to fucking realize this thing is a goddamn tool at this point. Yeah, it can do things that human beings direct, but it's really not capable. It doesn't have anything to say. AI is not like, I got this fucking, oh, dude, I got this fucking super cool idea. I have to fucking create this. The AI doesn't have that going on. Not yet. Maybe someday, but not now. So instead of all these dire doomsday predictions about the horrible stuff that's gonna happen one day, maybe just like chill the fuck out. Realize that like we're not there yet. React to what's actually going on. Stop positing 1,000,001 things. Stop acting like you understand where this is all going. Because I fucking guarantee you don't. I guarantee you none of us does. The fucking broader impacts of this stuff, whether they be good or bad or a mixed bag, which is the most likely, at the end of the day, no one's gonna be able to predict it. There's just too many fucking variables up in the air. By the way, I'm not even a real person. I'm a fucking AI construct. You never even knew. You never even knew. Yeah, people are naturally afraid of change. I mean, like, look, people are still sculptors, right? I mean, like, this is like the idea that like paintings are going away because we could take a picture. You know what I mean? Like, oh, fuck, we can just take a picture of something now. There's no point in painting a thing anymore. Like, people still paint. It still fucking happens. It's been obsolete for fucking, I don't know, like 100 years or something. Probably a little more at this time. But no one stopped. It's not like, oh, well. TJ is fucking right. Amen. I view AI like I do CGI, another tool in the box. Yeah, and look, I get that there's gonna be a lot of fucking like talentless hack motherfuckers that are gonna churn out low quality AI content. But you know what? You as consumers can look at that and be like, this is low grade fucking shit tier bullshit, and I have no interest in it. And if you don't do that, if you fucking continue to tune into it, even knowing it's that, then don't fucking get mad when that happens. Don't get mad when that replaces artists or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that AI technology in the hands of competent creative people is going to fucking be a boon. Because at the end of the day, the important thing about animation is not the process of animation in and of itself. It's the result. And it's a medium to tell a story. Every cartoon that's worth a shit, every animation that's worth a shit has told some kind of narrative story. It's conveyed some sort of characters in a situation doing something, reacting to something. It's had some sort of arc, some sort of emotionality to it. And being able to convey that or tell that story is what's actually important. It's not the process. If you're going to say it's about the process, then you should be mad at like a digital tablet, like this XP pen thing that's sitting on the table right next to me. You should be mad at this thing because, oh, that makes art too easy. You should have to draw it on a pad and paper. And if you make a mistake, you have to live with it. There's no fixing it. Or if there is, but it's a long process. You shouldn't be able to just erase it digitally. Digital art is a fucking, it's totally a fake. Oh, no, fuck you. You paint on a canvas? The only true way to paint is to crush berries and scrawl something on the wall of your cave. It's like, why? What? New technology developing that can be used by artists is somehow a bad thing for artists? Did I miss something here? What? Problem with AI is it interpolates. It reinforces our biases from the past. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have its limitations, and I'm not saying it's bereft of problems. But what I'm saying is the reaction to it has been so histrionic and fucking over the top compared to what's actually going on. I personally don't see the distinction between something made by people or other beings. If a piece of art moves someone to tears or rage, then who cares about the origin? I mean, that's certainly a way you could feel. I personally am interested in the origin. Slightly off topic. One of your Discord mods wanted me to super chat you to ask for a wrench. All right, well, he can DM me somewhere. And I mean, I don't know, I can decide for myself. I mean, just because he's a mod on the Discord doesn't mean he automatically gets a wrench here. I don't know. Who knows? I'll think about that. Asking for a wrench is how you end up wrenchless. You know what, Princess R, for your wisdom in saying that, and your loyalty in appearing here, I'm gonna give you a wrench. There you go. You have been wrenched. Art died when we stopped crushing up mummies. AI is just statistics. Too much AI mysticism at the moment. That boy ain't right. Tell you what. Tell you goddamn what. That boy right there, that son of a bitch just ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. Let's fucking go! You gotta love it, right? Bum 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 bum. Artists are just mad because they thought their job was the one profession we couldn't automate. Well, they should have known that was bullshit. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you're never going to be able to fully automate artists away because, like, this stuff is still going to have to be directed and overseen by human beings. I don't think we're anywhere near a point where you can just fucking set the AI loose on this shit. At least not if you expect good results. And let's be real here. A lot of this AI stuff, like the second you look at it, you know it's fucking AI. It has a fucking look to it. Like, it's not yet capable of making itself indistinguishable from art created by a human being. Have you seen the AI videos of Trump and Biden and Obama playing? We literally looked at one of those earlier. We literally looked at one of those earlier on the stream. And yes, I love those. They're fucking great. They're just, they're fucking top notch. So let's look at one of these guys that definitely should be replaced by, here's one artist that definitely should be replaced by an AI. Okay. This guy, what's the opposite of artificial intelligence? Actual stupidity. And here it sits before you in the form of Mr. Scott Adams, the creator of the, I was going to say beloved, but that's probably an overstatement. The creator of the marginally respected comic strip Dilbert. Formerly marginally respected comic strip Dilbert.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's
what? 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 So let's hear that again. Let me make sure I'm fully comprehending this. Okay, make sure I'm fully comprehending what's being said here.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group.
No. No. That's not what? Okay, first of all, not okay with doesn't necessarily mean hate. So if you were to say, like, if you were to interview like 100% of Nazis about Jews, you're not gonna find that, like, you know, nearly half of all Nazis say that Jews are not okay. Like, that's not enough to be qualified as a hate group. To be a hate group, 100% have to hate the fucking target, okay? That's hate group levels. Second of all, you cannot declare a race of people to be a fucking hate group. Even if 100% of black people hated white people, that wouldn't make them a hate group. Like, because a hate group is about an ideological affiliation. It's not about happenstance of skin tone plus widespread agreement with X, Y, or Z statement. That doesn't qualify you as a hate group.
That's a hate group.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, you know, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just
This dude literally, I mean, like, okay, believing this dumb shit is one thing. Believing this dumb shit is one thing. Believing that you're going to say this and then major publications are going to continue to run your syndicated comic strip. Like, you have officially just jettisoned your brain into space, good sir. You literally just uttered the sentence without a hint of irony. My advice to white people is to stay the hell away from black people. Like, that's racism. That's segregation. It's unambiguous. It's fucking unambiguous. There's no fucking pretense under which that's fucking justified. Okay, you know what? If there was a virus that was, you know, for some reason, all it did to white people was give them the sniffles, but it killed black people, then the sentence, my advice to white people is to stay the hell away from black people, then it would make sense. But under pretty much any other fucking circumstance, no. Not fucking a good idea. So second of all, let's look at this fucking poll here. So this is the data published by Rasmussen in this fucking poll. And it says, do you agree with this statement? It's okay to be white. So first of all, it's okay to be white has been used as a fucking dog whistle by like a bunch of fucking people who don't think it's okay to be black. Like, this is literally terminology that's been fucking appropriated by racists who fucking like basically go around using it's okay to be white as code for white supremacist fucking shit. You know, the whole point is they go out there as a fucking crazy Nazi fuck and say like, it's okay to be white. And then when someone's like, fuck you, they're like, oh, wow. So I guess you're saying it's not okay to be white, proving that you're the real racist. So it's basically just like a fucking shitty op. It's a shitty fucking psyop tactic that's like super basic bitch in nature and yet was fucking effective at fooling Scott Adams. Not only that, but like, if you look at this fucking poll, let's see. Someone told me this poll's numbers don't even add up right. So let me see if that's true. Maybe this is like a corrected version. But they say, okay, so 42% plus 11% plus 8% plus 2% plus oh wait, I fucking straight over to the wrong category. So let's see. 42 plus 11 plus 8 plus 18 plus 21. So that it does equal 100% here. So I heard some people saying earlier that like an earlier version of this poll actually tabulated up to like 111 or 113%, but this appears to have corrected numbers. So of the fucking question, the question was asked, do you agree or disagree with the statement, it's okay to be white? So 42% of black people agreed with the statement. 11% somewhat agree with the statement. 8% somewhat disagree. 18% strongly disagree. And 21% are just not sure. Like, basically, like, I don't fucking really understand this question. What are you even asking me here? What? What does that fucking mean? By the way, when it comes to, like, just adults in general, the percent that agree is 58%. The not sure is 17. The strongly disagree is 6. The somewhat disagree is 6. The somewhat agree is 14. So then they were asked a follow-up question. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Black people can be racist too. So among black people, 42% said they can also be racist. 24% said they somewhat agree with that. 12% say they somewhat disagree. 15% said they strongly disagree. And 8% are not sure. So, like, the majority of black people seem to fucking agree that black people can be racist. Which I think would put a damper in a lot of people. Like, the thing about this is, like, this is a Rasmussen poll. It's a random-ass survey of 1,000 American adults. Rasmussen is not exactly well-respected as, like, this is great for polling data. Yeah, they've published some pretty questionable results in the past. And, like, the fact that they used the verbiage of like a known, well-publicized dog whistle. And by the way, which group of people is going to be most keenly aware of that dog whistle? Black people. So like what you basically go to them with a white supremacist talking point and say like, hey, do you agree with this white supremacist talking point? And they're like, no, I don't think I do. And it's like, aha! So you're saying it's not okay to be white, which means, of course, you hate white people, which means, of course, that you're a hate group, which means, of course, that we don't have to associate with you black people because you're a hate group that hate us. And this fucking dumb fuck on the screen, not me, I'm a dumb fuck too, but this guy's way fucking dumber than I am. This dumb fuck on the screen right now, Scott Adams, was so fucking dumb that he fell for this. And he didn't even know about the fucking, the psyop that was being pulled. And when he found out about it, he just doubled the fuck down. Because whatever, his career is already destroyed anyway.
Get the fuck away. Wherever you have.
I agree. You know what? Here's my advice to all people. Not just white, not just black. Here's my advice to all people. Stay the fuck away from Scott Adams. In fact, you know what? He's not even Scott Adams anymore. He's just Dilbert. This guy is fucking Dilbert. He's racist Dilbert. And he doesn't deserve any more of your attention. This is officially the last time we will ever pay him any mind. It's the first time I've ever paid him any mind. That's not true. You know what? I'll tell you. I did used to fucking read the Dilbert comic when I was a kid. I know, it's kind of weird comic to be into as a kid because it's all about office stuff. It's all about, you know, the workplace. And I was a little kid. I had no idea what the office was like or the office politics. But, you know, I still kind of liked it. And I liked Dogbert, this little megalomaniacal talking dog. I thought he was pretty cool. And, you know, I liked the Dilbert cartoon. I even read one of Scott Adams' books once upon a time. And I thought he was a pretty funny guy. But, you know, this shit, what a fucking dork. And what a dipshit. Now, I knew he was turning into a dipshit when he started loving Trump so much. When he started fucking sucking the Trump dick nonstop. Isn't it funny, by the way, that you fucking, you know, within just a few years of going MAGA, he's saying, like, white people, stay the hell away from blacks. They're a hate group. Like, you just go from, like, normal, average, everyday cartoonist to stay away from the blacks. They're a hate group. Like, just like that. Oh, man. I liked Dilbert growing up. But, I mean, I'll never give a shit about that shit again. And I'll never give a shit about Scott Adams, racist Dilbert ever again either. You know, I mean, like, if this was like if this was fucking like the Bill Watterson or whatever, like the creator of Calvin and Hobbes that said this shit, I'd look the other way. I mean, I'd still criticize it, but I'd still read Calvin and Hobbes because it's fucking good enough that I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna fucking give it up for a flawed creator. You know what I mean? But Dilbert, to the rubbish bin with it. Goodbye. Goodbye, Dilbert. Dilbert's not worth fucking dealing with this kind of fucking bullshit over. It's just not worth it. This is not worth it, man. It's not good enough. Yeah, I'm done with Dilbert. I'm done with popcorners, and I'm done with most remakes, reboots, sequels, whatever the fuck. I'm done with that shit. No thank you on that one. Yeah, how long before he has a Daily Wire show? I've seen a lot of people say he's going to get a Daily Wire show. Dude, if you go to his YouTube channel, even with this controversy, there's not too many people watching, okay? Like, yeah, he's gotten a little boost from it, but in the long run, there's nothing that's really going to get people to watch Scott Adams do a podcast or a fucking show because he's a boring dude. He's like, no amount of agreeing with a bunch of chuds and stroking their cocks is ever going to change the fact that he's an unwatchable, listless screen presence that pretty much sucks all the air and joy out of the room the minute he starts to talk, okay? In fact, the only thing that Scott Adams could do to actually get me to fucking care about Scott Adams for 5 fucking seconds is say something so mask off, dog whistly, Ku Klux Klan level racist that I could no longer ignore him. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to another piece of delightful content here. This is going to be our second visit to Tim Pool tonight. We're going to talk about this. I guess Hershey's is doing some kind of campaign. Hershey's chocolate did some kind of pro-trans marketing campaign or something, and now we got to hear from Tim Pool. So, where should I place myself on this screen? I'll be right here. You know, of the 3 people on this screen, I'll be the one in this corner. So let's see what's going on.
Transgender promotional campaign, and it's triggered calls for a boycott. A boycott for which I agree somewhat. I
agree somewhat. What a fence riding little doofus, huh? Anyway, you would think after the left did its failed boycott of Chick-fil-A, and then the right did its failed boycott of Nike, and then the fucking, I guess people from both sides did their online boycott of Balenciaga, and then the left did their fucking failed boycott of fucking Hogwarts Legacy, you know? And you would think that at some point motherfuckers would catch on to the fact that within the confines of our fucking ultra capitalistic system, boycotts are essentially a meaningless goddamn activity, okay? Because no matter how many people agree to, we're not going to support that, it doesn't matter. Because first of all, our politics are so polarized that a bunch of people, when they hear something is being boycotted, they will go out and buy it intentionally just to counteract the boycotters. Second of all, even if you start off boycotting something, how long does your willpower really last? How many fucking people who boycotted Chick-fil-A ended up eventually eating that chicken sandwich? I guarantee you that right now, there's a ton of people who fucking openly and vocally fucking made a big show about boycotting Hogwarts Legacy that have been playing that shit in fucking secret, okay? And I don't believe for a goddamn second that these right-wingers that are quote-unquote boycotting Hershey, yeah, you know what? Until you fucking crave a goddamn cup of chocolate milk or a Hershey Kiss or a Hershey bar, you see that, you're at the fucking Cracker Barrel, and you see the old-fashioned Hershey bar with almonds right there at the checkout, and you think to yourself, that might be mighty tasty, but I'm not going to do it because I made that online boycott promise. Bullshit. Your ass is buying that chocolate bar. In fact, the fact that you said you weren't going to buy that chocolate bar is probably going to be the thing that clinches that you will buy it. Because now, on top of being a delicious piece of fucking chocolate, it's also a little bit naughty. Ooh. So shut the fuck up. Stop with these goddamn lame ass spinning their fucking tires in the mud, fake boycotts of shit. You're not gonna fucking, I mean, okay. Guys, let me just fucking put this into perspective for you. Hershey's company revenue, $8.97 billion fucking dollars. Okay. Good luck. Good fuckity luck, dumbass. Enjoy. Yeah, you're going to take them down. You know what? I expect any day now, Hershey's going to be shuttering its fucking doors, man. Goodbye. Yep, you guys have done it. You guys have fucking done it. I'll get to the super chats in a minute here once I'm done with this this segment. I've stopped at the thing there.
So gung-ho on this one. I really don't care that much that Hershey wants to have a transgender spokesperson.
Yeah, I really don't care that much, but I realize my audience of right-wing hate mongers probably do care. So I figure I probably could get them clicking by, opening this up and fucking making some hay off of this, you know? So here's 11 minutes and 16 seconds of content about something I just don't even really give a shit about, you know? But I guess it's bad and I support the boycott and blah, 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 you know? It's all good.
Person, it's not that, it's whatever. But it is, everything aside, you got to admit how clever it is that her/she as pronouns is very clever. Good job, Hershey's. But
it's not really all that clever. I don't know. Who cares? Who fucking cares? You know what? I don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. I don't even give a fuck about this boycott, but I'm still going to counter boycott. I'm going to go buy Hershey's products. You know why? Not because I even care about the politics of the situation, but just because it's an excuse to eat fucking Hershey's chocolate.
Conservatives are now saying we're not going to buy their products if this is the kind of stuff they're going to support, and I completely agree with that sentiment. I don't care as much, but I agree that conservatives should be doing it if this is what they believe in. Now, the Krasensteins,
what a fucking non-committal little pussy fucking, I believe that conservatives should stand by their principles and boycott the things they don't want to do. Yeah, Sure. What an empty fucking sentiment. Like, who the fuck needs the validation of this fucking twerp? Like, hey guys, if you believe in something, you should fucking do what your beliefs dictate, man, Wow. Anyway, give me money. Thanks. What a fucking hero.
We've had him on the show. They're liberal pontificators. Say the Hershey's boycott shows that cancel culture from the right is much worse than from the left. We compare the differences between the two sides, and it's sick. Yeah, it's a grift. Just...
Oh, man, Tim fucking... Oh, fuck, dude. Tim Pool just called something else. Something else a grift, dude. The pot just fucking looked at the kettle and was like, you know what, kettle? You the blackest motherfucker I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. Oh, shit, dude. Tim Pool just called someone else a fucking grifter, dude. That's gotta be one of the fucking signs of the apocalypse, right? Can someone check if it's raining frogs? Holy goddamn shit. Love all yo shit. Thanks, bud. While we're at it, Kelsey Harvey gave $15. Says, TJ, when are you going to step in the ring and box Sam Hyde? I don't even know who Sam Hyde is, to be honest with you. I've kind of heard his name around the way. I assume it's a person. I don't know. I agree. Boycott Hershey's for using child labor too. Wait, it's not for based reasons. Sigh. America was a mistake. That's true. Like chocolate is literally harvested by slave labor and shit in the. I was gonna say in this country, but like really, it's not happening here. It's happening in other countries. But still, like a lot of chocolate. What the fuck happened on my microphone cover? Come back, bastard. Like a lot of cocoa beans that are used to make chocolate are, you know, picked through slave labor, oftentimes child slave labor. So there's an actual moral reason to boycott Hershey's if you really want one. Now, personally, I don't boycott Hershey's for either reason, because if I was going to boycott unethical things, then fucking I wouldn't have anything, all right? Neither would you. We wouldn't be here right now. You are a kettle too, TJ. Thanks, Ann Prim Paul. I'm confused by the fact that you say that, but you said it by giving me money. Anyway.
So much of politics.
I've decided I'm going to usurp the space on the screen that was once devoted to this trans woman. And now it's me. So really, who's the true bigot, huh?
Politics is just fake for the sake of outrage, and most people probably don't care. I have to wonder about the crash.
Wait, you're literally going to talk about fake outrage as you are indulging in fake outrage? Okay.
Eisenstein's
bold move.
Their audience is actually a bunch of liberals or actually a bunch of conservatives. And their game is to say things that will offend conservatives so conservatives read, because liberals actually don't care. But there is a boycott underway. Let's read the news and talk about what's going on with Hershey and why I think it is important. If you believe in something right now, if you disagree.
I believe in something. I believe that you are a grifting, lying piece of shit and that you don't even have a modicum of concern for this story. I think that, you know, if Hershey's gave you $1 tomorrow, you would happily publish a piece rescinding everything you said here. And your narrative would totally change. You know what, guys? On second thought, the Hershey's boycott is stupid. Anyway, listen to the Timcast, brought to you by Hershey's Kisses. You would fucking... I believe you are a whore. I believe that you would let me fist your asshole for the right price. I believe that I believe that your dad has gone on record saying that you're a transphobic hate monger bigot. I believe that your sister has published material against you as well. Your own family despises and reviles you and thinks you're a grifting, disgusting loser piece of scum fucky shit. I believe that there is a little demonic entity beneath that beanie that controls you. I believe that you have no principles. You're a sociopathic, narcissist scumfuck from the depths of hell who wouldn't care if your words literally led to the apocalypse as long as you could make money off of it. That's what I think.
With the transgender ideology and the sex changes for kids and all that stuff, you need to boycott any and all companies that are promoting it. Here's the story from the New York Post. Boycott threatened over transgender inclusion in Hershey's Women's Day promo. Oh boy, women. Cancel culture watchdogs want to Hershey's kiss the iconic chocolate maker goodbye. Ha 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 ha. New York Post, always with the puns. Incensed social media critics are threatening to boycott Hershey's after the brand featured a transgender woman in an ad campaign for International Women's Day 2023. The
Has there ever been an emptier threat in the history of empty threats? I mean, let's think about this for a moment. In this political climate, do you think for even 1 second that Hershey's did this blithely? They just thought, like, let's put a trans woman in our ad campaign. That would be uncontroversial. Like, you think Hershey's as a corporate entity is just completely blithely unaware that there is a huge trans issues are a political hot potato right now. They're just like, what? They are? Huh? No. Hershey's knew exactly what it was doing. It knew exactly what the response was going to be from the right. It knew exactly what the response was going to be from the libs. It knew everything that's happening right now in this discourse was foreseen the moment Hershey's, as a corporate entity, made the decision to do this. It was all foreseen because it was all infinitely foreseeable. Do you think Hershey's was like, oh man, is this going to hurt our bottom line? Oh, it will, but let's do it anyway because we're just so pro-trans. No. Not at fucking all.
Chocolate meltdown came to light after the Pennsylvania-based candy company brought back its She Bar, known as Her in Canada, in an effort to celebrate the women changing the future. Except they decided to use a biological male. The wrapper features the faces, that was me by the way, that wasn't in the article. The wrapper features the faces of 5 women who were selected to be part of the cacao-fueled empowerment campaign. One of the featured candy promoters is Faye Johnstone, a Canadian transgender rights activist, who celebrated her selection on Twitter. The chocolates out of the wrapper. Johnstone, 24, gushed, honored to be featured in this campaign by Hershey's Canada for International Women's Day, alongside 4 brilliant sisters.
You know, the funny thing about this whole thing is that, like, really, no matter who wins, trans people lose. Because it's just like, hey, trans people, do you want to be co-opted by American-style fucking capitalism? Cool. Welcome to the fucking consumer base of America. Now you can fucking buy our shitty substandard chocolate as well and feel empowered to do so. And if they, like, you just lose no matter what. There's really no good outcome here. The best, like, it's pretty sad when the best possible outcome of a situation is, all right, trans people, our country's dialogued and we've mulled it over and we've decided to invite you into the fold of our never-ending capitalist nightmare with open arms. Come on, trans people. That's right. Here you go. Buy shit, trans people. Buy shit. You either get to be a fucking social pariah that everybody hates, or you get to be yet another fucking cog in the fucking bloody machinery of American capitalism. Yay! By the way, even if you don't live in America yourself, it's still American capitalism. Yay! The United States of Stockholm Syndrome. I don't have anything else to say about this little dweeb. I'm going to shove this little bitch in a locker one day. It's going to be funny. Anyway, here's your reward for fucking wading through the sewage with me. Let's take a look at Resident Evil 2 Playthrough Thick Edition Part 2. I want to draw your attention, by the way, to the cellulite physics they've got going on here. That's the CO Dust or whatever. CO Dust 7. That's the channel name. I was kind of impressed by this this butt physics they got going on in this this mod. Because, you know, I've looked at a lot of the thick playthroughs of other games, and a lot of the other games that have these, like, thick playthroughs, like, the butts are nice, but they kind of lack the realistic sort of, like, fat content of a butt that big. Whereas you look at this butt, you see those, like, subtle cellulite dimples, and the jiggle physics, I feel like, are very realistic. You know, for the game. You know, obviously it's not 100% realism, but, you know, I'm an Instagram connoisseur of large asses, and I feel like they really capture the essence of the big ass here. I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead when she's fighting a monster. Oh yeah, that's a good view. I like the fire. The way the fire affects the lighting there is nice. Hold on. Yeah. Get to the moment where the monster's introduced. Yeah, there we go. That's what I be talking about right now. Tell you what, I ain't boycotting this.
cords ain't gonna cut it with this one.
The realism in the butt while her hair moves like spaghetti noodles. That's on you for even looking at the hair.
This thing's gotta go down.
Yeah, something's gotta go down. That's true. You make a good point. Anyway, that's your reward for wading through the ocean of shit with me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to hang out a little bit longer and talk to the chat and stuff. Maybe you guys have some questions or comments or something like that. If you do, we could talk about it. But, you know, hang out for another couple of minutes here. Give you guys another chance to super chat, too. You know, if you like the show or something. I mean, show appreciation. I don't know. Something like that, you know. Not going down, not going down, not going. TJ on Twitch would last 0 seconds. Dude, I fucking heard someone was getting kicked off of Twitch for just drinking on stream. It's like, what? You can't even drink on that motherfucker? Listen to our inane babble. Sure. Why not? Why not, dude? I love your inane babble. It's my favorite thing in the whole universe. We need thick doom. Sure. I have but one question. What's up? Ceiling fan, stucco ceiling. Miss my dono, TJ. Sorry about that. TJ, why does your crown keep changing? You not having luck on your kingdoms, rebranding the empire? I mean, I literally have only had 2 crowns. I had this crown, which was just like a cheapy Amazon crown for $19, and then I have this custom-made leather crown that I've upgraded to. I don't feel like upgrading my crown is some kind of weird thing, okay? Come on. Should I drink beer or scotch tonight? I mean, I don't know. Depends on what kind of drunk you want to get. The fuck is going on out there? My modded Skyrim has the highest quality body physics that I spent hours perfecting. I wish I had the patience to sit there and mod shit like that. I fucking started to get Fallout 4 modded to the thick settings, but like, man, I got so fucking bored with modding shit that I haven't been back since. And that was like a month or 2 ago, so. Still quality after 15 years. Thanks, Muzz. What the fuck? Why do I keep hearing my cats going fucking ballistic out there? Can I have your old crown, TJ? Maybe I'll auction it. Maybe I'll do like a TJ auction for charity or something, or for me, whatever. I'll decide if I'm feeling altruistic that day. Maybe I'll sign it. Maybe I'll stab someone with it. I don't know. TJ, should I watch Starship Troopers or smoke a bowl and go to bed? Why don't you smoke a bowl and watch Starship Troopers and then fall asleep watching Starship Troopers and then resume it the next day? How about that? TJ, what is your favorite medieval weapon? I don't know. Probably a big fucking mace, you know? Dogs are better than cats. I like both. The end of the world. Your cats can sense it. Fuck. It's the end of the world as we know it. When I was in middle school, I made a beach ball size booty cheek mod in Fallout. Cool. Get that gold stain on my forehead from the cheap paint. It's not even painted gold. It's literally black. I mean, it's like a shiny black. I guess it's kind of like a silvery black. But it's definitely like, if you look at it, the primary thing you see is sort of like a black or like dark gray sort of thing. So, yep. Starship Troopers is too stimulating before bed. Don't be a pussy. Scotty said the same thing, only he meant a flail. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Like I'm thinking of like a big... I mean, it's got like a chain and it's got a big iron ball with like some spikes and shit on it. I don't know if this, I think the spikes are optional, but I like it with spikes. If that's a mace, then I like the mace. If that's something else, then fuck a mace. I like that thing. TJ, what do you think of cute brown girls with big noses, but in a cute way asking for a friend? You're weird. You're weird. But I guess they're fine. That's a flail. Then a flail. Flails, then. Shouldn't a flail be more like a whip? Whatever. What the fuck's a mace, then? Is a mace just when, like, the ball is just on the end of the stick and there's no chain? Is that what's going on? Morningstar. Flails weren't actually ever used. Who cares? Who cares? Mace has no chain. That makes sense because Mace Windu was off the chain. Ha ha ha. Very white. The Witch King uses a giant flail. Sure. No chain, no moving part on a mace. Okay. Well, I like the one with the chain, but I don't like the word flail. So I'm just going to still call it a mace because fuck your fucking distinction. All right? One channel to rule them all. One channel to find them. A mace is a spiky club. Spiky clubs are also pretty cool, by the way. You got a spiky club or a trident, you know? Cool trident. Stab people with that. I mean, I imagine a flail would be a pretty unwieldy weapon. Seems like you're very likely to do damage to yourself in the process of trying to hurt someone else with that, right? Probably why it wasn't too widely used. A lot of medieval weapon experts in TJ's audience. I mean, is that really surprising? Right? It's not really surprising, is it? Your Occupy reality videos with my all-time favorite rant. Had difficulty breathing on that one. I don't even remember that. Maybe I'll go back and watch it. Morningstar, badass weapon, badass name. Sweet. TJ, what's your crown made of? This one, leather. Sorry to all you vegans, but a cow or two might have died to make this happen. But it's okay, because I ate the meat. I ate the burger. It's fine. It's morally sound. Flails were indeed used, and some were like at the end of a long polar arms. Okay. Everyone's got all the experts are in disagreement, man. No one agrees. Dude, I was going to do another nerd-rotic video for this thing because I was like, man, fuck nerd-rotic. I'm going to fucking do more. But like, I realized like most of his shit is literally him just bitching about TV shows and movies that I've never seen. So it's like, what can I really do with that? If I don't know the show, it's kind of hard to take his content on. But maybe I'll find some other stuff that's more all-purpose. Nerds, nerds, nerds. Go even more metal and make a crown from yourself. Holy shit. Amazing. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm going to get going, but I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow when we're going to be doing another live stream over on the DFF channel of Onion Nuggets. That's going to be from 7 Central until we reach the end of it. So tune in then for that, and until then, take care of yourselves. Love you all. This is TJ the King saying, peace the fuck.